So maybe I just don't show the slides if it's going to do that.
Yo, what is good, Panther Nation? How y'all doing out there? Welcome back to
What's
Two
good?
Fans
What's
in the
good?
Stands. I'm your favorite armchair GM, CJ.
And I'm your favorite couch scout extraordinaire, Tony. One time,
Every time, huh?
every time,
All right.
every time.
Well, folks, coming back at you again this week. Going to give our quick preview of our week 2 matchup with the New Orleans Saints. All right. And we go ahead and get this out the way. If y'all haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those post notification bells. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We are at 814. 814. So if you haven't
Yes,
already,
sir.
tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that subscribe button. Help us get to our goal. So, Tony, how you doing today, cousin?
Man, I can't call it. You know me as usual. 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Guess call it even.
All even. There you go.
Ain't nothing changed.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
What's happening
Well,
with you though? How you feeling today?
hey man, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm a little bit upset because we gotta wait, all the way till Monday night for our
I know,
game.
right?
That's the only thing
I
that
know.
sucks about Monday night games. Now, mind you, I'm glad that our team is on national TV and everybody get to tune in and watch. But it's still like, I got a whole day of games today, whole day of games tomorrow. Then I got to go to work and I got to wait all day till 7 o'clock to watch the pin.
Right.
Hopefully it'll be well worth the wait.
I was getting ready to say, hopefully our boys will step up to the plate and give us a performance worth watching Monday night.
Mhm.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah, same here. Same here. Well, we're going to go ahead and kick this off, everybody, and we're going to go ahead and give our preview of Monday night's matchup here at Bank of America Stadium, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so Tony, go ahead and give me a few things that you're looking for from this game with the Saints.
It's about three or four. But the first thing I want to see better continuity in the offense. I was kind of mixed feelings. I was kind of mixed with my feelings about the execution and also some of the play calling. I don't know which one was which or which one was worse, but I think there can be improvement on both ends.
Mhm.
I wanted to see the wide receivers actually run routes, not cut routes off. In the middle of the route, look more enthused. Look
Mhm.
like they want to be out there. The guys really didn't gain no separation. I know there's some things that we can scheme up that can help create some separation, but everything can be based, and you can't always just wait for a certain scheme. You need to do
Mhm.
what you need to do each and every play to put yourself in a position to receive the ball or run the ball. So I just want to see some better execution and some better play calling on both ends. And thirdly, I want to see better tackling from the defense. I can't tell you how much that we talked about this last year especially when it came to
Reach.
Shaq Thompson. I didn't think I would be disgusted like I was when I went back and watched the all 22 of the
Mhm,
game, and I seen how many missed tackles that Frankie Louvu had. It was
mhm,
it was it was beyond disturbing to me. But primarily those two. I want to see some better tackling. And defensively, I didn't see a whole lot of blitz packages or anything like that. I didn't see any stunts. If I missed something, somebody, in the comments let me know. But I went back and I watched the film, and I see, like, I hardly saw anything. The defense itself looked vanilla.
mhm.
No matter if we was running the 3-4 or we was running the 4-2-5, no matter what scheme that we had, everything to me, in my opinion, looked vanilla. I didn't see no stunts. I didn't see defensive ends wrapping around, putting pressure up the middle. I didn't
Mhm.
see none of that. But for the good thing, Brian Burns got off and shows you why he's deserving of the contract that he's aiming for. But
Yeah.
that's what I want to see, man. I just want to see in whole a better performance offensively and defensively. So how about you, CJ? What are you looking forward to Monday night?
Most of the same. Okay, most of the same. I want to see what our defensive line is going to do against New Orleans offensive. Because if you caught any bits of that game they had versus the Saints, Trevor Penning was having trouble. He had trouble
Mm,
for most of the game. So, I got something pulled up for that later, but I definitely want to see if Justin Houston, Brian Burns, because they'll be on either side of the line of scrimmage. You know, see if
right.
if he had a bad game, or you know, is he having a hard time? Period. So that's what I want to see. Um, and in this game, and like I said last week, if I was the Falcons, I would run the ball, straight down Carolina's throat, and which they did at times. Okay, we still gave up 130 yards. Now, this game, okay, the biggest question mark to me is going to be the pass defense. All right.
Yes.
I'm not too
Yes.
scared about New Orleans rush offense in this game, but the pass defense has me a little worried, especially now since JC Horn has been put on the IR. He's gone for at least 4 games until he figures, till they can figure out his hamstring. It's not season ending, but we still don't know exactly if he's going to come back after 4 games or is it going to be longer than 4 games. So pass defense is my biggest question. For the defense, um, I want to see I want to see the Panthers rush offense. I want to see them continue what they did last week. We ran for 150 yards against the Falcons. Okay, I would
Yeah.
love to see them duplicate that again this week,
Surprisingly.
and I don't think there's any reason why they can't. All right, and then our receivers. Okay, our receivers. They have
Talk
got
about it.
got 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 to get some separation and be able to give Bryce some lanes to throw to so he can make some plays. Okay.
Yes, sir.
When we got our offensive line back there, giving the man, like, what was it, the third most time in the pocket, as far as the league
Fourth.
average last week, and he's back
Yeah,
there
the
and
fourth most time.
can't find nobody. That's a problem.
Yeah.
So, like I said at the when we did our recap last week, if the receivers had a better week of practice, I don't know if Thomas Brown and Frank Wright can do something as far as play calling to switch things up and put them in a better position and put them in better positions to be open to catch more passes. We'll see. But I think those are probably the key things for me. Bryce, I'm not really worried about Bryce. Okay, I think he'll be just fine. He'll be just fine. Rookie
Me too.
quarterback, first game, you know, we give him that one. Now, if he comes out and throws 2, 3 more interceptions, then somebody gonna have to sit down and have a talk with that young. So,
Yeah,
we'll see.
have a heart to heart. Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna have a heart to heart with him. But like we did last week, Tony, I want to do some over and under. Okay. And I
Okay.
think I was a little bit ambitious with my over and under last week. I think I was really ambitious with with my over and under last week. So kind of some of the same, but I'm gonna drop the numbers down this week. Okay, so over under Bryce Young 200 yards passing.
Over.
Okay, over under Miles Sanders. I'm gonna keep this one the same. 100 yards rushing.
Over.
Over. Okay. All right. Over under Brian Burns. Okay. Over and under Brian Burns and Justin Houston combined. We switch it up this week. 2 sacks.
Over.
Over. Okay. All right. Here's one that I kind of thought of yesterday. Over or under CJ Henderson giving up big play. When I say big play, anything over 20 yards. I'm see over under 2.
Why you want to do them like that?
Hey, come on now.
Uh,
Tell me something.
Over. Because
Ooh, boy.
the wide receiver core that he's going up against this week is 5 times better than what he went against last week, and that was a
Yeah.
tight end had the yardage on him this week. Somebody got to deal with Chris Olave, so
Mhm.
it's going to be a problem.
Woo, boy, it sure is. That's
Yeah,
not looking forward to it, but I'm
I
looking
know.
forward to it, but I'm definitely nervous about him. All right, so score predictions. What you got?
Oh man, you want the biased or unbiased prediction?
Unbiased.
Unbiased,
Mm.
the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, huh?
Come on, spit it out.
It hurt me to my heart to say this, but
Mhm.
I got to keep it real.
Okay.
I believe the Saints will win 17-13.
17-13. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, I'm still
I
going.
don't want it to be that way.
Uh-huh.
I don't want it to be that way. But
Okay.
until they can show me otherwise, I got to keep it real with the people.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. But you know what? I'm gonna keep it pimping for the Panthers. I'm gonna say Panthers 20, Saints 14.
2014.
Yeah.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. I'm trying to go on faith that last week was a game that they were still trying to figure stuff out, and a lot of the stuff happened last week was the Panthers' own fault. So
Right.
hey, if I'm
I,
wrong,
I I'll be the villain this week.
well, I mean, it's not necessarily being the villain. I mean, like I said, you asked me, did I want the unbiased opinion? Yeah, go ahead
Right.
and give me an
Right.
unbiased opinion.
Right.
And with
But
me, I'm not trying to be a homer or nothing. I do think the Panthers will bounce back this week. So
I
I
hope
just
so. I'm
I
definitely
hope I'm wrong.
praying. That's yeah. I'm definitely hoping and praying for the best. I'm
Oh
definitely not
yeah.
that I am. Right.
All right, cool beans. Well, let's get into some of the comments here. We got some folks in here with us. All right.
Elizabeth Lassiter said, "What's good, fam? I think I got
Uh-huh.
her this. I think I play Elizabeth this week in fantasy.
I don't forgot who I played in fantasy. I know I took an L last week. Got who I played though.
Yeah.
But Uncle Quan said, "What's up, fellas? What's going on, Uncle Quan?" Elizabeth said,
What's
"What's
good,
good,
Uncle
fam?
Quan?
How you doing?" And our good friend, Los Four Amigos, he said, "Bears suck, Panthers suck. We're going to draft Caleb and Marvin." Man, let me tell
Hey,
you, that would
listen.
be some crap, boy. God Almighty, it's a possibility now.
Nah, but let me tell you though, I heard so much about DJ Moore during the preseason. So much DJ Moore was gonna do this and do that. What did
Uh-huh.
DJ Moore have in week 1? 2 receptions for 25 yards.
Yeah.
Non-existence. They talked about the Bears play calling like they were out there running a high school playbook, and Justin Fields was out there running for his life. I mean, this is what the commentators were saying
Mm-hmm.
during the game.
Mm-hmm.
During the
I
game.
got you.
So listen, I ain't tripping. Hey, the proof will be in the pudding. You'll see
Mm-hmm.
exactly what we saw. when if the quarterback ain't right and the play call ain't right, DJ Moore is going to be non-existence. But y'all
Okay.
go ahead.
Hold on, Tony. Let's put this up here. Will Robinson, 843 with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Appreciate that, Will.
He
Yeah,
says
appreciate
Panthers
that, my boy.
24, Saints 21, game winning field goal. Let me tell you,
Ooh,
nothing would make me happier than that to see good old
yeah,
Easy Eddie go out there and kick a game winning field goal. You know,
not your
he still
boy,
he still
Fast
need a little
Eddie.
redemption from that Falcons game last year. But it was wild though, because at the start of the Falcons game, I don't know if anybody else caught this, but he looked a little off. Like his first kickoff didn't even go in the end zone really. Or maybe it hit,
Nah,
just short and went in the end zone. And then God, it was something else. And I was like, man, I hope they didn't throw him out there and he wasn't fully healed up. But he made his only field goal, so we'll see.
right,
But again,
right.
Will Robinson, thank you for the super chat, man. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate that, Will.
All right, let's finish route. Some of them start running. I think he was talking about the receivers during the preview. Yes.
Yeah,
Terrace
yeah.
Marshall definitely, hesitated on the route. And I see a lot of people like, oh, Bryce overthrew him. Nah, if y'all go back and look at that tape, Bryce threw that ball to the perfect spot because
To
that's
the
where he
perfect
thought
spot.
that's what Terrence Marshall should have been at. He stopped just enough and lost just enough momentum to slow him down where that ball was missed. That ball was in the right spot.
That's right. That's right.
We are must-win games for both teams. If we don't win, losses will stack up. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's crazy to think about, a must-win game in game 2 of the season. But given the Panthers' recent history, it's just like, yeah, I wouldn't be mad at anybody that said this is a must-win game because we go on into chances are we gonna be I don't even want to
Especially
say
in the
it.
division. You don't want to start out 0-2 in the
Uh-uh.
division.
But I mean, we got who else we got coming up? We got the Lions, what is the Lions, the Dolphins. Don't we play the Vikings, if I'm not mistaken?
Vikings or the Cowboys? I
I
don't
know we play the
remember.
Cowboys, but that's later on. But like our next 4 or 5 games, I know it's like Detroit, Seattle, Miami, and
No,
I want
we play Seattle week
mm,
3, the
mhm,
Vikings,
mhm.
then the Lions, and then the Dolphins. Then we got to bye.
Yeah. Yeah, let me tell you, they better win this game. They better win this game because those are not easy matchups coming up at all.
No,
I don't
sir.
want to, even though the Vikings are 0-2, yeah, nah, they still they still got Justin Jefferson, and we don't have our
Yeah,
best corner. So yeah, this might be a must win game. Let me see. Losing
there ain't
Horn
no doubt
sucks. We
about it.
lost corner Gordon to IR with a broken hand. Yeah, man. Let me tell you, week 1 was not kind to the entire NFL as far as injuries. There were a lot of people that got hurt. I mean, a
A lot of
lot of people.
injuries. A
Oh
lot of
yeah.
injuries. Kind of
Mhm,
kind of make it seem like ours wasn't as bad as, even though it is, but it just made it seem
mhm.
like it wasn't that bad when you look around the league
Yeah.
and look at the injuries that everybody else was sustaining. Look at Aaron Rodgers, 4th player of the game. You know what I'm
Boy.
saying? Towards
Mm.
Achilles. Like, if that don't take all the wind out of your sails, I don't know what will.
I, man, let me tell you, I know them Jets fans were just like, I could imagine if that had been us, that had been Panther Nation. So, I hope did he sign a 1-year deal?
Who that?
Aaron Rodgers, or was it
No,
more than 1
it's
year?
2 years. It's
Okay.
2 years.
Well, I hope we can come back strong next year because that sucks. When you talk about all the buildup for him playing, they were on hard knocks, and
Yeah.
everybody thought that they were a quarterback away from really contending. Some people had him in the Super Bowl. Some people had him winning the Super Bowl. 4 plays, folks. 4 plays. That's tough. You see, Uncle Quan said Lave gets 100 plus. You know what, Uncle Quan? I am not going to disagree with you on that at all.
That's facts.
Al, he got
That's
100 plus the
facts.
first game against us last year with good old
Yeah.
famous Jameis back there. And
He
I'm
had
like, he
100
got
yards week 1.
yeah.
But the the thing is, man, it's just like I don't know why people don't want to take a page out of Bill Belichick's book. When Bill
Mhm.
Belichick designed his defense week in and week out, his defense is geared around taking away your strength. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
your strength is, or whoever is your most dynamic player, he's going to eliminate them, and he's going to say to the rest of your offense, you got to find somebody else or some other way to try to beat us,
Mm-hmm.
because so and so is not going to do it, and doing it this way ain't going to do it. So
Yeah.
he always puts you in a position to where you have to come with your second option, or with your plan B. That's like with
Mm-hmm.
us playing New Orleans. Chris Olave, even though they got Michael Thomas back, but Chris Olave is that deep threat. You
Mm-hmm.
want to take away that deep threat. The running game is not the same without Alvin Kamara in the backfield right now.
Mm-hmm.
It is still good? I mean, it's still okay, but it's not the same. Force Derek Carr to beat you. Don't let them sit there and run all day. You know what I mean? Force Derek
Yeah.
Carr to beat you, because we know history has shown us Derek Carr will crumble under pressure. He don't like pressure. So you got to apply that pressure to him and get him into making some mistakes. If we don't do that and we give him time to sit back there in the pocket, he gonna find Chris Olave all day, and it's gonna be a long day for us.
All day. All day. Let me see. Carlos Torres said, "What's good? We might lose against the Saints, but we look way better." And you know what? And that's a good point. Nobody wants to lose, but as long as we don't, as long as we don't look the same every week, and like in recent years, it's like, okay, we start off, cool. We didn't win or we won, and then the next game come out, you look bad. And the next game after that, you
Right.
come out, you look even worse. Like y'all ain't done nothing practice wise for the last 3 weeks to help you do anything. So don't want to lose. Hoping they look a lot better. We'll find out.
Yeah. No
Rock
doubt.
Johnson, keep pounding, fellas. Unsure what we'll get with the injuries and slow start of the offense, but I think it will be a close game. Let's go, Golden Gophers. Ah,
Rock
nah,
throwing
man.
shade.
Hey,
He
Shay.
throwing
Oh, boy.
shade.
Shay. Nah,
I hear you, Rock.
nah,
You
man.
straddling the fence. Rock a
Hey,
Panther fan. Then you gonna talk about Golden Gophers?
hey, I think he's still a little salty about South Carolina game 1. So hey, if I'm not
You know what? I
mistaken,
forgot.
yeah, if I'm not
Yeah, that
mistaken, now
game on now. Yeah, that game on now.
who they playing Alabama, ain't they?
No, Minnesota's playing North Carolina on ESPN.
No, I thought that was 3:30. Yeah, that's
No,
that's
I
three
think
thirty.
it's. Are you sure?
Yeah, I looked it up earlier. That's 3:30.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I might be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I
See,
thought it was the noon game. I could be
it
wrong
says
myself.
Saints, Sea Chickens, Vikings. Oh my, yeah, man. And that's why it was.
What?
I think it was really important for us to start the season off strong. Yet last week was a game that we really could have won, and I think that this game they can win, but they gotta they gotta come out and do way better than they did last week. Way better.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Right. Yeah, man. No Golden Gophers. It's always a great day to be a Tar Heel over here. We see they
Already.
said Carr already has a connection with Olave. Henderson is the toast making champion. Could be a very long day. Let's dial up some deep pressure. They got to.
That's
They
right.
they, they
That's
got
right.
to. They got
You
to.
gotta
They got to put
you
Derek Carr on his
gotta
ass.
gotta make him uncomfortable back there. Gotta
Hmm.
make him uncomfortable. You cannot give him time when he have weapons like Chris Olave and Michael Thomas.
Oh yeah.
Can't do it.
Yep. Can't do it. Um, Villain Trucker 26.
That's
Sir.
what I'm talking about. That's what
Oh,
I'm
you know
talking
what?
about.
I'm sorry. I read that backwards.
That's
I'm sorry. Let me tell you. I thought you
what
was trying to play the villain for real. My bad. I read that completely ass backwards. I thought he said Minnesota 42. I apologize, Mr.
nah,
Tucker. I apologize.
nah, player. Nah,
God,
he with the
I
home
read that.
team.
Okay, my bad. I read that completely wrong. So thank you, Villain Trucker. We appreciate that. Yeah, go to
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
when I
yeah.
say I read that completely backwards, I don't know why, but I was ready to give him all the smoke. I mean, all of it. So my apologies, sir.
Nah, we
My
good. We
apologies.
good. Appreciate it,
Lord.
villain trucker. You round with the home team. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Well, all
talking
right,
about.
Tony. Well, I wanted to get in some of the things that happened during the week since the last game, some key matchups, and some other topics that, going on since the Falcons game. So,
Okay.
all right, so pull up the transactions here. Okay,
All right.
so we signed tackle David Sharp to the active roster from the practice squad. DiCaprio, I hope I'm saying this right, Boodle? Caprio Boodle?
Yeah,
That's what it looked like?
DiCaprio Boodle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taylor Starworth got released this week. Taylor
I
Starworth.
see. Yeah.
I
But I
definitely
like Chris Wormley.
I definitely didn't see that come. You know what? I haven't seen much of him. You tell me a little bit about him. If you
He if I'm not mistaken, Chris Wormley went to Michigan and
mm,
he played the past 3 or 4 years in Pittsburgh. So he definitely has experience playing in that 3-4 defense. So I think more than anything, that's one of the reasons why they brought him in, because he has experience in the scheme. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's coming off an injury that he had last year in Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh released him a week or two ago or whatever,
mm,
and it was said that Carolina had brought him in for a workout, but they didn't sign him initially, right up front, like right after the workout. But a few
okay.
days later, I guess after the game, this past game, they decided to make some changes and they brought him in. But I'm excited to see what he do when he gets when he gets on the field. I think he
Mhm.
provides some much needed depth to that defensive front.
Okay. All right. We also brought back Deion Jones, who
Yes,
was he was brought in during camp, and on cut day, he was probably one of the more surprising cuts, for me and some of Panther Nation. I don't know if anybody else was surprised as I was, but he is back to the practice squad, so that's definitely some added depth at the linebacker position. We released wide receiver Desmond Patman. Um, we signed Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is a Panther.
don't know who
Man, let
that is.
me tell you.
I do
Hey,
not know who that guy is.
I have no clue. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw it on Twitter, I had to do a double take. I was like, and then the first comment was like, no, not that Lamar Jackson. It was like cornerback Lamar Jackson. I was like, oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
Brady Christensen. Okay, let's talk about this one for a second here. Brady Christensen is on injured reserve, and I think it's not the 4 game injured reserve. He is on season ending injured reserve. So he messed up a bicep muscle in that game versus Atlanta.
Tore his bicep muscle.
hmm
Yeah.
And Coach Wright think it happened later on in the game. And shouts out to Brady Christensen because he actually finished the game. Okay. So don't know exactly when that injury occurred, but he did play with it for some amount of time. Not sure how long, but that's a big blow to our offensive line. Something we definitely didn't want to see happen game one. And I
I
got
don't
something coming up on that later on too.
I don't think it's as big as people may want to think. But I got some on that. I got some on that a little later too. But
All right.
yeah.
Tony, everybody does not like Brady Christensen at all. Okay, he's gonna be like,
Pause.
no, it's not that. No, it's no, he does not like Brady Christensen, folks. Okay.
All right, man. Go off. Mhm.
All
Go
right, let
go
me
ahead,
move
say
on.
move it right along.
Quarterback Stanley Thomas Oliver on the practice squad, injured reserve. Okay. We also released Spencer Brown, and he was a player that was we talked about him a lot. Preseason, training camp, cut day. We thought that I kind of thought that he should have been kept. It was varying opinions across Panther Nation, but he is no longer with us. We signed wide receiver Michael Strachan. I don't know how you say that.
Yeah,
Strachan
something
to the
like that.
practice squad.
Yeah.
Tariq Cohen. Tariq Cohen is signed to the practice
The
squad. What do you
human
think about that?
joystick.
What do you think about
I
that?
like it. I
Mhm,
like it. I know he got released by Chicago. But I think it was back in 2020.
Mhm.
He broke his leg. He broke his leg in
Mm.
two places, and I think he had some ligament damage, and they wasn't quite sure if he was gonna ever play again. So he took some time off. You know, um, basically they had like 3 years to heal and work on his craft, work on his mental.
Mhm.
There was some. He said he was like in a pretty dark place, and the,
Okay.
the injury affect the way that the injury affected him, it
Mhm.
put him in a pretty dark place, and he was, it was important for him to get back home to North Carolina. He's from Bun, North Carolina, get around family and stuff like that, and people that he went to school with, and his strength coach and things like that, and he started feeling like his old self again. And I remember
Mhm.
a couple weeks ago he did put out a tape on YouTube of him working out, catching passes, doing running back drills, speed drills, footwork and things like that. And he was basically letting it be known that he's looking for another shot. So I'm kind of glad that the Panthers had the opportunity to bring him in, because if nothing else, you're not bringing him in to be a starting running back or anything like that. But you talking
Mhm.
about somebody that can ignite your return game,
Mhm.
especially kickoff returns.
Yeah.
Chris Tabor is very familiar with him. He had him in
Chicago.
Chicago. Chris Tabor was a special team coach when he got hurt. He knows the history of Tariq Cohen. If anybody remember Tariq Cohen when he played at North Carolina A&T and how he set the CIAA on fire when he
Mhm.
was at A&T. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
the human joystick, man. Yeah, he's a gadget guy, kick returning, point returning guy, and he also can be a really good third down back because he got excellent hands and he can catch out the backfield. So he's definitely multiple in different ways, and he's a Pro Bowler. So you can't argue with his resume. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, cool. And hold on, let me bring this comment up here real quick. Unquan said Brady balled out too. Yes, he did, Unquan. Thank you. You know,
yeah, yeah.
um,
Listen,
somebody else
listen.
won't tell you that, but you know.
Brady, yeah, no, that's a lie because I have been on record and said that Brady Christensen was a surprise. He did good. My only knock on Brady Christensen, he was always lighting the ass. Still true to this day, and I'm going to stand on it. And I'm also going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Just hold
uh,
on.
uh-huh, uh-huh. All right. Lowe's for Mill said Tariq is better. Hopefully he's fully healed. Human joystick. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know he had been out of the league that long. I swear I didn't. When I
Yeah,
read the story, I was like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, I missed all of that, but
yeah.
I
He's
hope he
been
can
out since
come and
2020.
oh yeah. I hope he can come and help us. That he's a gadget, kick return, punt return guy. All right. And one
That's
more
okay.
signing. We signed cornerback Sam Webb, and he's signed to the active roster. So I don't know if he is going to. Well, he should be in the game Monday.
Yeah, he was signed off the Raiders practice squad. So when you sign a player off somebody else's practice squad,
Mhm.
they automatically go to the 53 man roster.
Okay.
He's long. He's 6'2", about 200. He had a really good preseason last year. He had a good showing against the Panthers in the preseason. I think it was in the preseason or regular season game last year. But he's long. He can run. He ain't got blazing speed. I think he ran like a
Mhm.
4.5, 4.48, something like that, at his pro day. But he evidently he fits the mold of what Evero is looking for. Those big corners, long, that
Okay.
can cover. So we'll see.
All right. All right. The Rock Jones says, just a thought. Injuries excluded a lot of transactions on the roster since announcing the official 53. What does that say about our scouting department or GM? Um, Honestly, I think it just depends on your feelings on the subject. You can think that they're extremely terrible at what they're doing, or you can think it's all that they're trying to play chess instead of playing checkers, like we've been playing for the last, so ever many years. Um, with me, I'm leaning towards just them playing chess instead of playing checkers because if you constantly bringing in people, hopefully it's a situation going on where they're, let me see how I want to put this. They're not just settling on folks. Okay, if stuff is not working
Right.
out or the guy is not doing what they thought that they would do when they brought him in, it's like, you know what? Okay, cool. We're gonna let you go. We're gonna bring somebody else in. You know, and if somebody comes in and they're a hit, they'll stay. If they come in, they ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what? Thank you for your time here. We're gonna go ahead and let you go. We're gonna bring somebody else in. Maybe somebody else can come in and help the team. That's how I'm looking at it right now. Hopefully, it's not the other way around. But there's a lot of people in Panther Nation that, you know, hate Fitterer, and they probably think the scouting department is trash. So, there is that opinion out there too. What you think, Tony?
Well, he did say injuries excluded. I
Mhm.
think you had to just find the right pieces, and
Yeah.
I don't think that all the right pieces were going to be found during the off season and free through free agency.
Mhm.
Because even though we were signing players, other teams were signing players. Everybody had at least 90 players on their roster, so there
Mhm.
there was there's going to eventually be 35 to 40 players cut and released off each team. So what somebody else may not want, you may want, and it may be an
Mhm.
upgrade of what you currently have. So the roster was going to always be in flux. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it may be like that for the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. There's nothing new. It happens every year to everybody, to every team. You're going to
Mhm.
see people come and go. People going to upgrade their practice squads because they're trying to create the best possible depth on the practice squad that has the potential to step into a 53-man roster on a
Mhm.
weekly basis because there's somebody's always getting elevated every week. Okay, so like I said, it could be somebody that you had high up on your list that got released by another team, and you
Mhm.
felt like you wanted to bring him in and grab him. Hey, go out and grab him.
Okay.
Always constantly trying to improve your roster. Don't never stay stagnant.
I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to move on to this next slide here. Okay. And I wanted to highlight a couple key matchups. I think something we talked about earlier. And
Okay.
I got Brian Burns and Justin Houston versus the two tackles from the Saints. And then I got Derek Brown down here, and I got the two guards for the Saints. Okay. And I
Mm.
put Derek Brown down here versus them two because my thought is I want to know if he is going to manhandle either one of them like he did. What's the man from Atlanta? Was it Lindstrom?
Lindenberg.
Lindenberg.
Lindenberg. Yeah.
I want to see is Big Derek Brown going to do them like he did the guy from last week. And like I mentioned earlier, if you caught any of the Saints and the Titans game from last week, Trevor Penning, number 70 up here, was struggling. Okay. He had a rough game that game. Okay, a
Hmm.
rough game. So I'm wondering if Brian Burns, Justin Houston, can they take advantage of that? Maybe hopefully he was more than just one bad game. Hopefully he's having a bad season. Okay.
Well,
And
Trevor. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I say, Trevor Penning pretty much missed all of last year because of a toe injury. He may
Mhm.
not be fully healed. He may still having some issues with that toe that caused him to that's causing him to slow down a little bit per se, but he may not be 100% healthy. And I hope that's
Okay.
something that we can take advantage of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Um, and like we said earlier, that's going to be key for this game because if Derek Carr has time to sit in the pocket and find his wide receivers, we may be in for a long night on Monday night.
Ain't no maybe.
Uh, yeah.
Ain't no maybe. How
Yeah.
many? I don't know if anybody know. If anybody knows, let us know in the comments. what was Derek Carr's numbers for last week against the Titans? How many yards he throw for, and how many TDs did he have?
Hold
I'm
on, I
curious
got it
to
right.
know.
I got it right here. I got it right here. Hold on.
Okay, because if I'm not mistaken, it's not like the Tennessee Titans have a very good secondary. They corners. I don't even know who play corner for them.
Shoot, I don't either.
Yeah.
Hold on. Derek Carr he was 23 of 33, 305 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
So
mm,
we need to get him in a couple of interceptions, hopefully, and get those yards down.
yeah, exactly. Let me see. Chris Olave had 8 for 112. Rashid Shaheed 5 for 89. Michael Thomas 5 for 61. The tight end Juwan Johnson had 3 for 36. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
we definitely didn't see them kind of numbers at all last week. Desmond Ritter
Nope,
barely broke 100 yards, and
barely.
they the only real receiving threat they had was Robinson out of the backfield and Kyle Pitts. And Kyle Pitts
That
did end
one
up
pass
catching
that he caught.
one pass, but he caught it on who? We catch it on, Tony.
That's your man.
No sir. I feel about
That's
him
your
like
man.
you feel about Brady Christensen.
No, that's a lie.
No sir. No
That
sir.
those are two different situations there, my friend. Two different situations.
But yeah. But to me, these are going to be two of the biggest matchups. Our offensive line, I mean our defensive line versus their offensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So moving right along. Speaking of our offensive line, so Brady Christensen is gone. And Frank Wright said that it's going to be a 3-man race to see who replaces him. Nash Jensen, Cade Mays, and Justin McCray. Justin McCray did not make the initial 53-man roster, I don't think, and they brought him back to practice squad, if I'm not mistaken.
Who was that?
McCray.
Well, he was brought back on the practice squad, so evidently, if he gets the position, he'll be elevated
Yeah,
to the 53
yeah.
man roster.
Yeah,
But
no, I know. I was just mentioning that he was cut on cut day, but then they ended up bringing him back. So that's
mhm.
why he is in the mix. But what's your thoughts on this? Because I didn't want to bring Zavala into this because it's been a lot of talk about whether or not they should move Zavala back to his left guard spot that he came out of NC State playing. But I think Thomas Brown said this week that that was not going to happen. But what do you think about Christensen and who out of these three should be his replacement?
Well, I remember Thomas Brown saying that, and what I disagreed about that is Frank Wright mentioned that he didn't want to mess up the continuity that
Mm,
Chandler Savala is creating on the right side. But my thing is only one game.
mhm,
Ain't much continuity over there. He's been playing the right guard position, practicing the right guard position for the past 2 weeks. I
mhm,
get it if that's what you choose. But what makes better sense, in my opinion, you got a rookie quarterback, small in stature. You want to protect his blind side. If it was me, I would put Chandler Savala back on the left side, right beside Icky, his natural
mhm,
position, and let that be his blind side protection. And I will let K Mays, Nash Jensen, and Justin McCray battle it out for the right guard position. Now, personally, uh, K Mays or Nash Jensen, it will be my two options. I think Justin McCray is no more than just a journeyman backup if needed. Put the young guys in there. This came what second year with the team. Nash Jensen is
yeah,
a undrafted rookie out of North Dakota State. I would go with the young boys. And then when you look at that, either or Nash Jensen or K Mays at right guard, Taylor Morton at right tackle, Bradley Bozeman center, Chandler Zavala left guard, Ike Kwano left tackle. That's 320 pounds at the minimum across the board. That's a hell of a front five. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a front five. And then you got two guards, because your offensive line, in my opinion, is only as good as your interior. From guard to guard, that's where you see a lot of the pressures come from that happens in the NFL. If you got a solid interior offensive line and your left side is solid, that can protect the blind side for the quarterback, I think you're in good business. I definitely think you're in good business. And they have a great chance of possibly being even better than what last year offense was, in my opinion. That's what I would do. What about you? What would you do, CJ?
I'm gonna disagree. Now I'm gonna leave Zavala at right guard, because when you said it's just one game, okay, offensively, we got idea of the playbook, but we have no idea exactly what what they've installed, what they've done, what all has gone into Zavala being right guard. We don't know how big of a switch it would be. Now I know left guard is his natural position, but the thing
Right.
is, they've been working on this since he came back from his shoulder, arm injury, whatever. And so he's been over there, he's been working at that right guard spot. I say leave him there. Okay, because I think he did damn good last week. I say leave him at that right guard spot and let him continue building on what he started over there. Me personally, I agree with you. Justin McCray is probably, he's a journeyman. He's probably going to be depth. It's going to come down to Nash and Cade. I think Cade will get it off the jump. Okay, I think Cade will get it, and I think him keeping it will definitely depend on his performance. And Nash will probably be, right there nipping on his heels. And
right.
but we'll see. But I say leave Zavala at right guard, and then have one of these guys see how they do it at left guard.
But I want to mention one thing before you transition to the next topic. I am highly pissed off and upset that they would not include my boy Deontay Cornbread Brown.
Oh man, here you got man
in the mix. Now they cannot sit here and tell me that they feel like, even if they do feel like, I don't care, I just don't believe what they're saying. You can't sit up and tell me that you feel like all three of these guys are better than Deontay Brown. Like, what is the deal? What is the holdup? Somebody got to tell me something. Somebody got to really tell me something, because from what I've seen, the times when Deontay Brown has been in the lineup, whether it's preseason, I don't care if he was running with the ones or the twos, he has held his own. He hasn't allowed a sack. He hasn't allowed any pressure. What does this man have to do to get his fair shot? That's all I want to know. I just need somebody to explain that to me. Because
let me explain it to you. Like my kids used to say, look, let me my kids used to say, let me explain, not explain, but let me explain it to you. Okay, what you're gonna have to do, all right, you're gonna have to go to the Panthers website. You're gonna have to hit that careers button, and you're gonna go down, find you a job as the offensive line assistant coach or something, or a scout, or assistant head coach, maybe even the head coach. All right, you're gonna have to come back to Charlotte. You're gonna have to go down there, put on your best 3-piece suit, get your hat and your gaiters on. All right, you have to go down there, have an interview. They're gonna have to get you a job in the organization, on the coaching staff, and then you can put Deontay Brown in the game, because that's the only way that's gonna happen. Cause I don't know what else to tell you.
Are you done?
Yeah,
can
go
we
ahead.
move on? No,
you
I'm
wanted
done.
somebody to answer your question. I'm answering your question. That's the only way he gonna get in the game.
Besides you, I'm sorry, I didn't emphasize. Besides you, yeah. But besides you.
All right, let me go back here in the comments. Let me see. The real Stevo said, question: what happened to Justin Houston last week? I didn't see any pressure from the other side. We seen flashes of Marno in the preseason. I hope he gets more snaps, and we send Louvu or Chin on a few blitzes. Yeah, he was really not a factor at all last week, and
Exactly.
I don't know if that was him. I don't know if it was the play calling. Like you said, Tony, you said you thought the defense was a little vanilla. I mean, I did see Louvu come on a couple blitzes. He did get to the quarterback one time and should have sacked his ass. I don't know why he let Ritter get out, bounced off of him, and didn't tackle him. But yeah. So hold on. Next comment here goes for me. Justin Houston is 34, turning 35. He is more situational. Can't have him starting a bunch of snaps. That could be it as well.
Well,
But
that
to go
that
back
that,
to
that
real Steve-O, yeah, he was mostly a no-show last week. Go ahead, Tony.
yeah,
Sorry.
that's even more reason why he should be able to apply some type of pressure and get to the quarterback. He ain't tired. He ain't worn
True.
out. They ain't playing him every snap. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So when he in there, you expect, or I expect, for him to affect the game in some kind of way. He was
Mhm.
non-existent. And yeah, they did send Frankie Louvu on a couple blitzes, but those were just basic blitz packages. There was nothing exotic or nothing scheme, you know,
Mhm.
nothing to affect the eyes of the quarterback, nothing to
Yeah.
make the offensive lineman think, well, where they coming from, which way they going. I mean, yeah, it was just plain. It was
Okay.
just plain vanilla.
All right. Cool. B. Amos says pairs of all back with his boy Icky. He definitely agrees with you,
That's right,
Tony.
B. Amos. That's right,
Let me
B.
see. Candyman said, "Is that O-line player Brown? Will he even start or even play?" Um, it's not looking like it. It's not looking
Let
like it
let
at all.
CJ tell I got to get a job with the Panthers in order for Cornbread to get a shot.
Hey, what other way is unless we have more injuries on the offensive line, which I hope doesn't happen, but that might be his only way into the lineup. Because I'm sorry, I'm calling what I see here. This is what's in front of us.
Yeah,
Let me see. The real Steve said, "Why pay Justin Houston that money if he isn't complimenting Burns? We could use that money paying him to get T. Higgins or a viable cornerback to fill in while JC is hurt." Well, I mean, go ahead, Tony.
well, first of all, like I know everybody wants to talk about T. Higgins and the possibility of us going after him, bringing him home because he played at Clemson, this and that and this, yada yada yada. To my recollection, Cincinnati hasn't said anything about wanting to trade T. Higgins. So I don't even understand all this trade talk for T. Higgins. We don't know if he's going to be available or even if he's going to get traded. They just might sign him to an extension for all we know. I haven't seen it, and I'm on Twitter every day, damn near all day. I haven't seen them say anything that they want to trade T. Higgins. I've seen analysts bring up T. Higgins' name in
Yeah.
possible trade talks, but that's about it. Until Cincinnati say, that they putting him out there for possible trade bait or something like that, I'm not paying attention to that noise.
Okay. All right. Kenny Man said, "Talk about Brown O line guy." Think we did that. As for
Yeah,
Amigo says, the 1 year, 6 million. Higgins is going to get paid. Probably not the Panthers' budget. Plus, he's going to stay with the Bengals. Yeah, just like you said, Tony. It's kind of speculation right now. Cincinnati hasn't come out and deliberately said yes, we're shopping T. Higgins.
because I don't remember right now to this day. I don't remember exactly what the cap space is that we have, but we have to
Mm,
remember we're still trying to sign Brian Burns. That's
true.
going to take majority of that. So you can't sign Brian Burns and trade for T. Higgins, knowing that he's going to want a big contract.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
this is
I
true.
don't that don't even
And, and
out to me.
and what assets are we going to have to trade for him? I mean, I don't think he's going to warrant a first round pick, but everybody got to remember we don't have a first round pick. So to me, I wouldn't want to trade any
Exactly.
more picks, to try and get anybody
Exactly.
right now because then you're looking at not having a first, maybe not having a second, maybe not having a third or whatever. So we still got to look ahead towards the future and think about building, the draft next year. So
If
that's
I'm
another
if
one.
I'm not mistaken, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, T. Higgins went in the first or second round. But
Mhm,
when you have been consistent throughout your time in the league, he can warrant a first round, pick. You know what I mean? Like
mhm,
if that's what Cincinnati want, somebody will give it to him because
okay,
he may not be the number one wide receiver for Cincinnati, which he isn't. But for a lot of other teams, he could be the number one wide receiver, and a lot of teams will give up a first round pick for a number one wide receiver. Unfortunately for us, we don't have a number one pick to give up.
yeah, true. The real Steve said T. Higgins contract extension hits next year's salary. This year, he's still in his rookie contract like Burns. Okay. And then he said,
Mhm.
same with Burns. If he signs, it won't hurt our money this year. All right. Well, and Tony, you brought this up before about Burns and why it would benefit the Panthers to go ahead and sign him now. Because if we wait till the end of the season, the market's going to change next year.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they
Marcus will
might behoove
always,
them to
yeah.
go ahead and sign them now and waiting until next year, and then that price goes up. But,
Well,
but hopefully next year we'll have the money, so
we are looking to be in great cap space wise. We are looking to have great cap space wise next year. But the thing about signing Burns this year as opposed to next year or franchise tagging him, if you go ahead and sign him to an extension this year counts towards that extension. So if
mhm,
it's a 4 year extension, really it's 5 years because you take this year and the next 4 years. That prorated money will come from this year. But if you don't and you just wait, say you wait to the end of the year and you franchise tag them, well, whatever the price for a franchise taggee for a defensive end, I don't know the numbers. That's what you're gonna have to pay him on the 1 year deal and still try to work him out, work out a long term contract. And also whatever you pay him that 1 year deal, whatever you pay him under that one
mhm,
year franchise tag, that also gonna count as dead cap money. So you're gonna be on the hook for all that. You can't spread that out.
okay. Alright, let me see, Rock Jones said, "With Corbett soon to be back, does it make sense to put the rookie on the left side with his boy?" Now, if I'm not mistaken, and he's on that injury reserve with the public or whatever, and, he's out at least 4 games. I haven't heard anything from anybody saying that game 5, he's definitely gonna be back.
I don't think Corbett would be back until at least the eighth game of the season. Because even if he come off the injury reserve 4 games, you got to work yourself back in to game
Mhm,
shape. You can't. He's not gonna just automatically step on the football field and be ready to go game 5. No, he got to work himself back into that. So my guess, my opinion. I don't think you see Austin Corbett back until at least game 8.
yeah. Real Steve, if you can't draft, you have to hit free agency or get players proven on 5th-year options. Yeah, I agree. But,
Facts.
thing that's hampering us this year was our cap space. Now next year, a lot of dead money comes off the books. I think we'll be in a lot better spot, you know. But like Los Four Amigos said, what draft capital do you have? We really don't have none.
None. That's right. We,
You,
we don't
you know,
have
we,
none.
we really don't have none. It's Rock Joint, unless Cincinnati goes 0-6, they're not trading Higgins this year. Huh? Okay. The Higgins and Chase are up for contract extensions, but they just well, what they just paid Joe don't have money for both. I mean, hey, you
That
know,
that can be
yeah, they gave
that
Joe a
can be,
ooh,
but you never know how teams create ways to have the money they need to do what they need to do. Joe Burrow
mm,
can next year can take they can move some of his guaranteed money into a signing bonus or something, or
Yeah.
anything, to create some cap space to sign to re-sign T Higgins. You never know. There's 100 ways they can do things. If they want him to be in Cincinnati, he'll be in
Yeah, man.
Cincinnati.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at San Francisco and all them contracts they got on defense. It's a way.
Right,
Yep.
right. Look, New Orleans do it every year. New Orleans be 30-40 million dollars over the cap in some way, somehow, sign who they need to sign when they want to sign them, and then all of a sudden they've $7 to $10 million under the cap. Like how, Sway? you you under you over the cap every damn year. Then all of a sudden come out of nowhere, you under the cap.
Mhm.
So
Sir, those
there's
folks
a way.
said wide receivers don't hit the market anymore. Trading for player requires assets. Yes, it does.
That's
Black Cat
true.
Panther Podcast. What's up, fella? What's up, y'all? How y'all
What's
doing?
up, Black Cat?
What's good with you? What's
That's
good?
probably that's probably Q. What's up, Q?
If that is Q, let me say something triggering right now. Harris Marshall Jr. If that's Q, he probably slammed the wall just now.
Burn.
You see, Thomas Francis said they ain't getting a first for him. They ain't got no leverage. It's either trade him or something, or let him walk for nothing. He's talking about Higgins.
Mm.
Well, yeah, I think they would be dumb to let him walk for nothing, but definitely a possibility.
Let me tell you
Los
something.
Amigos.
Ain't nothing is going to happen this year with T Higgins. Bet
Okay.
that.
James Bryan with the super chat, $5. Thank you very much. Thank you
Appreciate
very
that,
much.
James.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. You see, Los Force said Higgins is worth a first. Yeah, he might be worth a first, but he ain't gonna be worth it here because we ain't got one to give him.
Exactly.
We do
Exactly.
not have one to give him. Oh, sorry, y'all. Hit my mic mistake. But and mind you, would I like to see T Higgins here? Yes. You
Of
know, I'm not.
course.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
see his. I'd love to see him here, but I just don't think that the Panthers are in a position to to go after him unless for whatever reason he makes it through this whole season, doesn't get a contract extension, and hits free agency. And I think it's going to take a lot for that.
Let me throw this at you.
All
And
right.
y'all can let me know in the comment section too of what y'all think.
Uh-oh, here it come. He look, anytime Tony turns to the side like this and get that little grin on his tongue, he coming with some bullshit.
No, no, I'm serious. It just popped up in my head, but it's worth thinking about.
Mm,
Would you straight up trade Brian Burns for T Higgins?
no,
No.
hell no.
Okay.
Nah,
All
player.
right.
Man, hey,
I'm just saying.
hey, pause your camera, mute your microphone, and go take your medicine, man. Okay, I'll hold it down till you get it back.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, like you always tell me, anything is possible.
Oh yeah,
Don't
I
you always
believe you.
tell me that?
No. You
Okay.
said
All right
you
then.
no, you asked me a yes or no question, and I said no.
Oh,
But yeah, I agree.
okay.
Anything is possible. I'm not saying it's no chance it wouldn't happen, but no, I wouldn't do it.
Thank you, Lost for Amigos. That's right. You need to support Bryce. That's right. Give him a number one wide receiver. That see, amigos. We on the same page today, bro. We on the same page today.
Hey man, this guy wants us to lose. Okay, all he cares about is us tanking, not tanking, but us doing terrible, so the Bears can get
But
a high draft pick.
that's not doing terrible. That's
I
not doing
know.
terrible. Getting the Bryce a quality number one wide receiver like T Higgins that's still
Mhm.
younger in his prime. He probably haven't even hit his ceiling yet. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
you're not gonna trade Brian Burns though. Come on now.
I don't know why not. A lot of
Come
people a
come
lot
on
of
now.
people didn't think a lot of people didn't think we would trade DJ Moore, but what happened?
This is true. But all the stuff that's going on now, do you really think? Do you really think they're gonna trade? Give me a percentage, a chance that they're gonna trade Brian. Somebody in the comments, let me know what percentage wise, what you think it would be they would trade Brian Burns for T. Higgins. What percentage
I say
chance you
10.
think that might be?
I say 10%.
Oh, you don't even
Basically,
believe you don't even believe you were just
no.
throwing that
Well,
out there, just throwing out there.
yeah, no. It was just an idea. It was just something to ponder. That's all. I just
Okay,
gave the people something to ponder.
okay, cool. Well, I'll ponder and let me go on to the next comment.
Hold on. You got click on Black Cat. You got to click.
He said, "I flipped that." Boy,
Oh God.
let me tell you that. Hey,
Oh
that
God.
you trigger right there, man. But and it was funny because he started off the game. I was like, okay, Terrence catch a couple ball, but boy, when he ran that route and slowed down a little bit, I was like,
I
Lord,
couldn't.
I know Q ain't
I
happy
couldn't.
with that.
I couldn't believe that, man. I
Mhm.
just couldn't believe that. But
Thank you, Thomas Francis. Thank you, thank you. All right, so look, we 1-1 with the comments here.
go to the next
He
one.
said, need to find out. Oh yeah, we say he need to support Bryce. Yeah, I agree. We do need to support Bryce, but I think also, you know, we will be in a better position next year to add some weapons for Bryce. Um, like I said, we don't have a first, whatever we can find in the draft plus free agency, we'll be in a better position. I'm kind of at the point now where the wide receiver position is what it is right now for the Panthers this year.
Yeah,
I don't see them
yeah.
really doing too much.
Nothing
And like
drastic.
yeah, and if it's if it's somebody that they can get, for a lower round compensation, then maybe. But I don't think you put your second or third or whatever picks we have, whatever our highest picks that we have, I don't think you put those in jeopardy, this year.
Mhm.
That's just my opinion.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on. Like he said, at least 50%. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Q.
Okay. Let's see. Just like Fields. That's why we got DJ Moore. Need to find out what Fields is as a QB. Yeah, yeah, true. But I hate to say this like this, but Fields running for his damn life Sunday, boy. Oh my
He
goodness.
was.
I
They
mean, and
giving his offensive coordinator hell. They gave him hell Sunday.
man,
Luke Getsy.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, they gave him the business.
That was not a good look. That game was kind of close, for a minute, and then it was just yeah.
Hmm.
He said, "I'm not surprised." TMG ain't she? Ah,
Hey, hey, Q. I ain't rocking with Q on that one, man. Q. Now you talking about somebody a hater. Now you need to put that on Q. Q flat out bona fide can't stand TMJ.
hey, look. We
Point blank
need to
period.
we need to do a show and bring in some of the Panther content creators, and each one of us have the one player that we despise the most on the team. I think for me it would be CJ
Oh,
Henderson, but for Tony it would be Brady Christensen.
that
You
is
would
not
definitely
that
be
that is
you
not
would
live.
definitely be TMJ. Come embrace it, Tony. It's okay. It's okay.
No, I ain't embracing no lie because you're lying. You're lying. Yeah.
Oh my God. Look at TJ kiss my ass. Oh, well, don't do him
Hey,
like that, Q. Don't do him like that. All right,
and you
fellas.
see,
Let's
you done got Q riled up. Now you trying to calm him down.
look, that was the whole point, So all right, let's let's move on here, okay? So our cornerback room, okay? So as you
Yeah.
see on the screen here, this is what we have at cornerback. Dante Jackson, DJ Henderson, Troy Hill, and I know he's number 13, but I couldn't find
13.
a decent enough picture of him with 13 from the Atlanta game. So I put that up here from training camp practice. We have Deshaun Jameson and Sam Webb. Okay. And so I politely put in the middle here, will they be enough?
Hmm.
Tony?
That's that's a TBD. That's my
Mm-hmm.
response. To
Okay.
be determined. Cause I have no idea. I have no faith in our secondary. I have no high expectations whatsoever. Uh my the bar is low right now with
Mm-hmm.
me for the defensive backs. Um I'm praying that Von Bell and Xavier Woods can provide them boys with some assistance from the
Mm-hmm.
safety spot. I believe going forward, we're gonna have to play a lot of a lot of shell coverages, two safeties, you
Mm-hmm.
know, taking a quarter of the field. So
Okay.
that eliminates the deep ball that keeps everything in front of you. And these guys, I hope they can they're good tacklers, can play some, man coverage or, mirror the wide receivers or what have you. I hope they come out and they are better than what we previously had. Now, Troy Hill did have a good day, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this past Sunday. I love how he came up and recognized that screen, fired his hips, and made that tackle. I mean, that was a classic textbook tackle that he made. I can't remember who it was on, but yeah, he made a good hit, and that's what you want to see out of your corners. You don't see Dante Jackson doing that. You don't see C.J. Henderson doing that. You saw him make a couple um good hits this Sunday, but you don't see him just sticking his helmet in there and
Mm-hmm.
getting dirty.
Yeah.
So I was glad to see that out of Troy Hill. These other guys, I
Yeah.
can't. I don't know. I can't tell you nothing. I saw a little bit of Deshaun Jameson when he was at Texas.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I remember. He played a lot of the slot and return kicks. So
Okay.
yeah, I
Now,
don't
now,
know.
mind you,
TBD.
yeah. Now, mind you, I saw Dante Jackson try to dap up Tyler Algier shin, the last game when he tried to make a tackle. Algier came at him, and Dante Jackson went. You know how you go into the sideline, and you go to dap your boy up,
Yes,
and you doing like
yes.
this. It like he was trying to dap up his shin in an attempt to make a tackle. So
He had him all to himself. All to
I
himself.
sure did. So my thing
All to
is,
himself.
Tyler Algier, you faced this man twice last year, buddy, and you really think you would think that he will learn that's not going to be enough to take this man. I mean, he literally dived and was trying to, trying to say hello to his shin, and he flipped, kept right on going. So,
All I
I mean,
all I can tell you is scared money don't make money.
yeah, this is true. Now, I want to go back to what you were saying, Tony, about the coverages they're gonna have to play. Now, they're gonna be in more zone safety help, because we all know C.J. Henderson, he will get beat off the line of scrimmage. Okay, we saw that last year versus Tampa. I mean, and we saw it Sunday. Kyle Pitts, that catch he had, Henderson was right. I
Yeah.
mean, and Kyle Pitts ran by him like Henderson was almost standing still. Now, when I say that, what I'm trying to get at here, now if we play that too high safety shell, give them some coverage. If the cornerbacks back off, isn't that going to that make us more vulnerable? In the shallow game. So wouldn't
But
that put more pressure on the defensive line to get to the quarterback?
not necessarily because the whole objective is to keep everything in front of you. You
Mm-hmm.
don't want to get beat over the top. You don't want to give up any explosive plays.
Okay.
So make them work their way down the field. If they're gonna nickel and dime it, make them nickel and dime it, but do not give up anything over the top or don't give up anything explosive. So yeah, you're probably gonna see a lot of zone coverages,
Mm-hmm.
um, a lot of soft zone, which I don't agree with the soft zone coverage, but you'll see
Yeah.
some zone coverages. You'll see Xavier Woods and Von Bell providing help to those outside corners. I don't think you're gonna see man a lot this week. if any at all. Because who do you trust to go out there and play man? No, nobody. Nobody. Yeah, I damn sure don't trust Dante Jackson to go out there and play man. Off, where you gonna play off man or something like that?
Yeah.
Maybe, but listen, I would play zone, two high safeties, and make them dink and dunk. Make them go the
Mhm.
stretch of the field. Don't give up nothing over the top, nothing explosive, and keep everything in front of you.
Yeah. If Diggett said even if the Panthers go down 2 scores, they can't abandon the run. Migos
That's true.
said if any team goes down 2 scores, it's time to air it out. Yeah, it's especially like last week when we were what was it, fourth quarter. Yeah, at that point you really got no choice.
Yeah.
And then
I
and
mean, if you
that
go
it
down,
was at that time in the game where defense pinned their ears back and started sending blitzes. That's how they got
right.
the Bryce.
I mean, if you go down 14-0 and it's still in the first quarter, no, you don't abandon the
Yeah.
run. You don't abandon the game plan. There's plenty of time. Even in the
Mhm.
second quarter, if you go into halftime, you down 14. Okay, so be it. You down 14. You still don't abandon the run. But now if you down in the fourth quarter and there's less than 9 minutes to go, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You really haven't moved the ball offensively throughout the whole game, because you always get a feel of what your offense and your defense can do throughout the game based on what they have been doing. And if
Okay.
it doesn't look good, like you could run the ball or get in the well with the run, then you have to air it out. You can't just
Alright.
run it just to be run it because you're trying to win the game.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
Black Cat said, "Look at New Orleans Sunday. Carr had 370 yards, and the defense had 3 INTs, 2 fumbles, yet they only had 16 points."
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, that's
We
just as
just
bad
need
as
our
we were
we
Sunday.
just need our
And true.
offense to step up and match the same energy that our defense play with. Our offense put our
Yes.
defense in terrible situations last week. If they can correct that, I think we'll have a
Mhm.
better chance at winning the game Monday night.
Oh, yeah. Migo said, "The problem with zone coverage is that there's a high chance of blown coverages."
Not if you discipline. Not if you discipline and you understand the scheme. The Chicago Bears been playing zone coverage for years.
Mhm.
The San Francisco 49ers play a lot of zone coverage. You have
Yeah.
to understand the zone coverage and what you're doing. I don't think nobody plays it better than Chicago. That's just my opinion. Keep him in front of you. Don't allow nothing over the top. Don't give up any
Mhm.
explosive plays, and make them earn it. That's all. That's it. Make them earn it. Be where
But
you're supposed to be.
but going back to this group here, do you have any a lot of faith that they'll be able to do that?
I don't know because I haven't seen them.
To be determined.
Yeah,
All right,
I,
got
I
you.
haven't I haven't seen them outside of Dante Jackson in the one game we saw with
Mhm.
Troy Hill Sunday. I ain't seen nobody else.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. They remember that O-line got punished. Trevor Penning gave up sacks to nobody. Burns will eat. Hey, I hope so. I hope so. Like I said, I didn't catch that whole game. I got caught bits and pieces of it. And I swear more times than not, I seen Trevor Penning turning around looking at somebody going past him. So I'm
yeah.
hoping the same will hold true this week.
I had to go back and look at the tape. I didn't see it.
Mhm.
I didn't see it.
You need to see more depth, the more deep chances. Just keep the defense honest. Can't be so predictable. Yeah, this is true. This is true because what's his name? Jesse Bates. Did I get that right from Atlanta?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Jesse
mean,
Bates,
yeah, well, he had it figured out,
Pro
you know.
Bowl safety.
So he knew exactly what we were going to do. But yes, you are correct. They do need to take more deep chance because my thing is if you get I don't know exactly who New Orleans safety is, but if they come in with the same mindset
Marcus
Monday
Williams, I
night,
think.
okay. If they come in with the same mindset Monday night, hey, Thomas Brown and Frank Wright gonna have to make them pay for it. You know,
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
thing they better not do is go out here and have this same thing happen 2 games in a row. That will show you that they do not know what the hell they are doing or they're just hell bent and being stubborn, and it's like, no, what we got is going to work, and they need to make some adjustments.
All right.
Honolulu Bates is what we call them.
Yeah. Hey, perennial Pro Bowler, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a perennial Pro Bowler. Shout out to Jesse Bates from Wake Forest University.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, next thing we're going to talk about, I'm going to put the link in the chat here. If anybody wants to come in and talk with us on this next subject,
Come on,
I don't
Q.
know. I was debating on whether I was going to do this or not, but I've seen this a lot. Around Panther Nation, this week. Okay, but we go ahead and get to this here. J.C. Horn. All right, injury prone.
Oh hell.
Bust.
Or bust.
Yeah. I want to talk about
Come
it.
on,
So
Q.
if
Come
call
on,
out
Q.
there
I
want
need
to
Q in
join us
here.
real quick, come on in the house. As Q say over Black Cat Panther podcast, wipe your feet before you come in the door.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this one here, I'm not gonna lie. When I made this, I was like,
I know he mentioned on go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying I didn't want to do it, but I felt like we had to talk about it.
Yeah. He mentioned on Instagram earlier today that he had a procedure done for his hamstring, and they talking like it may not be season ending.
Yeah.
So they said a procedure. They didn't say surgery or anything like that. They just said a procedure. So what that means, I have no idea. So we'll see, man. But damn, this what? Okay, so his rookie year he went down in Game 4 against the Cowboys. Last year he went down week 15? No, week 14 because he missed the final 3 games.
I had that wrong, Tony. He went down in Game 3 versus the Texans. That his first year.
That's right, against the Texans. You're absolutely right.
I had that all wrong.
Yeah. So he went down against the Texans week 3 his rookie year. Week 14 he went down. Was that against Tampa? Or was that New Orleans?
No, that was the Lions.
That was the Lions?
That was the Lions game where Jeremy Chin hit him by mistake and cracked
the helmet.
Yeah, friendly fire. Yeah.
Ew, what up, man?
What's going on, fellas? You know you're
what's popping?
Y'all boys hurt my feelings just now when y'all put this one up. God.
Hey, it hurt my feelings to make it. It hurt my feelings. Hold on for Byron Parker said, "Who that? What's up, man? Hey, hopefully we gonna be that come Monday." So that's all I'm gonna say to that one.
I'll be a little salty. I'm about to say something. Okay.
Hey, go ahead, Q.
Byron Parker, welcome.
There's very few players that I just get that get me emotional, and it's JC and that Brian Burns, man. So the CJC right now going through what he's steady going through, like the adversity is always for him trying to come back. I don't understand if this brother just got bad luck, if this brother just don't pray enough or what. But I'm to the point to call him injury prone. It's a little extreme to call him a bust because when he's on the field, the production is there. 47 tackles, 4 interceptions. The guy was like that last year, bro. I mean,
yeah.
I can't. I'm hurting, man. I'm hurting.
We all are.
Damn,
we all are.
Q getting emotional.
Man, I love JC, man. There's a couple bugs on this team right here. JC, Brian Burns, Ika Makwanu. Those guys are my heartstring, man. You know, you want to see me fight? You pick a fight with them boys.
Hey, let me say, me and you would have been fighting about Icky in the preseason, but when I say I'm so glad the way he played that first game of the season, I was like, okay, cool. I will not make no more memes about Icky.
But I wasn't really worried about Icky when I had people calling in on the show steady telling us to move him to guard, and I was like, bro, you got to see sustain. You got to see sustainment. You got to see him mess up for at least a couple of games before you do that.
Thank you.
And
they jumped to conclusion.
Though, Q. It was just the
Preseason, bro.
preseason. It
Tell it.
wasn't like he had a game and he messed up throughout the whole game. He had one or two plays where he gave up the sacks and got Bryce Young hit in the game. It wasn't like he played bad the whole game. And I like you, I was seeing it on Twitter. It was like, yeah, move him to guard and move Brady Christensen back to. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
What are we
Saw that.
talking about?
Man, they took it to the extreme. On my show, they were calling
Bruh.
him a bus. Oh, they were literally
Mhm.
calling him a bus, bro. And I'm arguing with the people in the chat, and I had to, pull back, and I said, I know Icky is gonna show them better than he could tell them. I
Yeah,
just sat back and I said, now when he come out and he play good, I'm gonna be on each and every one of y'all ass. Cause y'all shouldn't sit here and down this boy like this because I know what he is.
right,
Mhm.
right. Yeah,
So yeah.
I'm with you on that, man. I can't call JC Horn a bust. I don't like to use that word bust. Honestly, when you have made it to the to the highest echelon in any sport, basketball, baseball, or football, regardless of what your performance is, once you get there, you got there. There's a lot of us that have played sports in our lifetime, wish dreamed of getting where these guys are. So I can't say that he's a bust. I can never say that because, like you said, when he's on the field, his production matches exactly where he was drafted.
Exactly.
He just got to stay healthy, and that's what we're praying for.
Well, I look at him like he's the Tracy McGrady of football right now. He has all the talent, all the intangibles, but when it comes time to needing him the most, Tracy was on the sideline with a suit on.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he was a good player, but he could have been even bigger had he not sustained some of those injuries, man. And with JC, it's like you look, and people always going to do this. Patrick Surtain. Oh, look,
Yes, yes,
Surtain is in the same draft class as him, and he is a multiple-time Pro Bowler. JC has yet to hit that pinnacle, but he's serviceable. Like I said, you go and you look at AJ Terrell, who was in our very own division. He had 41 tackles, and I think it was like three passes deflected, three pass deflections, I think it was. But JC had better numbers all the way around. He had 7 passes defended, 47 tackles, 4 interceptions. When you decide to throw his way, he gonna make you pay for it. And
right. I agree.
his numbers are better than any corner in the NFC South right now, even better than Lattimore's, even better than AJ Terrell's. And that's the part that I tell you guys bothered me. He missed a game and still had those kind of numbers.
Yeah.
He missed the last 3 games of the season last year.
Yeah. That's why I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight for JC, but it's just one of the ones where me, Gold, all us came to the realization last week. We said, bro, we can't make no more excuses for him, bro. We can't.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
Now, me, yes, I say he's definitely injury prone. Okay, but when I think about a bust, I think about somebody who was hyped up, got to the league, and just sucked. You know what I mean? Like their on field performance was just terrible. Okay, that's what I think about somebody say bust. JC's on field performance, like you said, Q, has been it. You know,
Top notch.
he's been everything that we've asked him to be as far as a cornerback. It's just he's been hurt, and I'm with you. I'm not ready to call them a bust at all. You know, injury prone, absolutely. Yeah, he is definitely injury prone, but bust. Yeah, I'm not ready to put that on him.
But CJ, it's what he's doing in the offseason because you notice every year he's been doing separate workouts instead of coming here into the Panthers facility and getting along, trying to see what the other guys are doing because whatever you're doing separately is not working for you, bro. Like I made this point the other year. Y'all remember Dwayne Wade? Dwayne Wade used to work out separately from the team in the offseason. And he realized that it was his workout regimen that he was doing that wasn't really getting him the results because he kept getting hurt every year after year. Before LeBron came, he got hurt. He was injury prone. Everyone was looking at Wade like, what? Steph Curry the same way. Then it was like once you change up what you're doing with your strength and conditioning, that's what made the difference. He has to figure that out. What are you doing, Bubba?
True.
Yeah,
this is very true. This is very true.
He tells you he works out all the time. He tells you that he works out all the time. But like you said, Q, something he's not doing something right.
The math is not mathing somewhere.
Think about it.
The math is not mathing.
Think about it. If you're doing something the same way every single day, your body is not your body. The way how I put it is muscle memory. Your body used to doing that the same way, so your body's not going to adjust to you doing that. But if you go out of your norm and do something, try something different, whether it is something like just doing yoga or some type of shit or something like that to help him out. I don't know if it's just bending muscles that he's not normally moving or strengthening up bones that that's not normally being strengthened. He got to do that.
Well, a lot of times with that hamstring, man, it all comes down to stretching. If you're not stretching properly, the elasticity in your hamstrings, if it's not stretched, stretched properly, especially daily, when you are an athlete, such as JC Horn playing the position that he's playing, and you don't stay hydrated, those are gonna be two of your biggest downfalls right there. So, like you said, he's not doing something right. Something he's not doing right.
Now, hold on. This man say Tracy McGrady was the 7-time All-Pro, the Hall of Famer. What I meant was Tracy McGrady was good. I don't want to put that out there. Let me clarify that real quick. Tracy McGrady was good, but the difference is we looked at Tracy McGrady like the next coming of Jordan or Grant, like how Grant Hill was looked at. He was looked at as that next guy that's going to take the mantle and be supremely great.
Yeah.
He just underachieved because of injury.
Yep. Hey, so hold on, fellas. Hold on. Now, his next comment, I do want to highlight this one right here. Okay.
That's a fact.
Henderson the bust. Now, hold on, fellas. I'm gonna change the screen real quick. Hold on 1 second. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. 100%. Yes. All right. Back to regularly scheduled program.
Oh my God. So I agree with you 1,000% because for a guy that was taken in the first round, just like JC, he does not support or put up the numbers that JC put up. And that's a fact.
Right. Yeah.
That's the fact. Yeah.
My thing is that he don't get hurt because he don't try hard enough. Yeah. And you out there not doing nothing, shit, you ain't getting hurt.
Now, if you ever want to see somebody that I don't give a damn about on this team, it's CJ Henderson. Yes, sir. I'll sell him for a box of cookies right now.
Right. Absolutely. Man. Let me tell you, yes. Henderson. Oh yeah, I throw him in that.
The only reason why CJ Henderson has stayed around this long is because he's on his rookie deal. This is his last year. They didn't pick up his 5th-year option. Yeah. This is his last year. This is a make or break year for him. Whether he do it for the Panthers or sign somewhere else. Week 1, bro, you ain't getting off to a good start.
I wish, that. Let me tell you, I wish I had a damn number 2 pencil right here because I promise you, it's already broke. It ain't no make or break. That shit's in half and it's on the floor somewhere. Yeah.
But you don't got faith in CJ Henderson? He on your team.
Do I need to change the screen again?
Yeah. There's some cats right now lobbying for CJ Henderson as Mr. Reliable.
Who?
You'll be surprised, man. I got a bet with one of your famous content creators that's driving the CJ train. Shout out to my boy Rashad. Your boy CJ is a bus. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Make sure you hear me.
I'm about to side with you on that
bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put in on that one.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to side with you on that one.
Yes, sir. Hey. We trying to see how that season look right now, but it's going down, Bubba.
Yeah. Hey, now, mind you, I want everybody to know I don't want to see CJ Henderson fail. Let me go ahead and make that perfectly honest. I don't want to see him fail. I want to see him go out there and go and do good. I'm basing this off of everything that I have seen from him since he's been in Carolina. That's what I'm saying. Let me make sure I make that perfectly clear. I want him to go out there and ball out. It's just that I haven't seen anything yet that makes me believe that will ever happen.
So. Exactly. His best year was his rookie year in Jacksonville. After that,
oh man,
non-existent.
Oh my God. Y'all shouldn't do CJ like that, man. He embodies what it means to come out and be a great Panther fan. He got an S on his chest, man. He's a Panther. Come on now.
Well, I can say you shouldn't do TMJ like that.
Oh, kiss my ass.
I knew it. I knew it.
You know what, CJ? God damn it, you did it. You did it.
Hey, you lobbed it up. I had to dunk it, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
You lobbed that one up. I had to go get it.
Yeah, he lobbed that one. I mean, that was the most beautiful alley-oop.
Oh, my God. Y'all saw Terrence Marshall Jr. quit on the damn route, causing another interception. The dumbest son of a bitch I ever met.
Well, you know what now Tony pointed this out to me. Now it wasn't just him on the first interception. Okay, now because Tony put two routes together. When you saw Hayden Hurst run that end route on another route, he got to the yard line, he cut that thing off sharp. Bryce Young hit him. Okay, on one interception, he got to whatever yard line he was going to get to, and it's almost like instead of running it in, it's like he was trying to almost run a little bit of a post route or something. And he kind of ran the ball up the field. Yeah.
Mental error.
What just PMJ?
Mental errors.
Yeah, that's what they gotta clean up.
Yeah.
Kenneth Blair, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. We appreciate it. You said just got home from work.
Kenneth?
Appreciate it. Go in prime time. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks, sir. Yeah, man.
I can't wait for Monday night, fellas, man. This is gonna be good. Look, I will not miss this for nothing in the world. Home opener, Bryce, Frank, the crew.
Yeah.
I will be in the building for that. I gotta see it up close and personal.
Okay.
Are you going to the game?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't miss it if my name was miss it. Yes, sir.
I can't miss it if my name was miss it.
Let me ask you this question right here. And I know you probably be on Twitter like I be on Twitter, and they was making a big fuss about this yesterday. They was making the big fuss about the Saints wearing all black and us wearing all white. Like we should be doing more. I don't know. Like the uniform choice is going to make the Panthers play better. You know, like the uniform choice is going to guarantee us a win some way, somehow. But they were actually going off on Twitter because the Saints said they were wearing all black. Now, my thinking was, I don't know why y'all upset about that, because right now it's hot as hell in Charlotte. Why would you want your team in all black and have the visiting team put on a cooler uniform? No, have them put on all black outside in the humidity instead of in a dome like they play in New Orleans. That's what I thought. But you tell me what you think. Or did you even see where they was making fuss about that? Well, what do you think about that whole thing?
It's a bunch of stupid motherfuckers, Tony. I even had people last year when we brought out the all black jerseys and we got our tail beat. I think it was Thursday night football last year against the Falcons. They came out and said they had the black uniforms on. They're supposed to make the play better. They look better. They play better. There is actually some stupid ass fans that think because they wearing black they're gonna play better. Wait a minute. Who came up with this?
But we won that game though, didn't we?
Not that second one, I don't think.
They
we lost.
They beat us in Atlanta. We beat them in Charlotte.
Yeah, when we wore the black uniforms, right?
When
Yeah,
we
yeah,
won
yeah,
the,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that was
yeah.
the one we
Because
won.
we had
that was the one we
yeah
won. Yeah,
we had our black because LaVisca got off that game.
yeah, yeah. That's right.
I remember it was one. So that wasn't the game I'm talking about. Then it's one of the games they came out with the black uniform. And the boys they lost the game and all hell because we had Rule as the coach at the time. We still had
Mm-hmm.
Rule, and I remember doing a show on it, and I said, "Oh my God, dude, call up on the show." And his number one thing, it said, "Hey man, they had the black uniforms on. They're supposed to play better, right?" And I said to myself, "This is the dumbest shit I ever heard."
That yeah. Now, mind you, I would like to see the black uniforms just to see the black uniforms because me personally, I feel like we don't wear them enough. Now
Mhm.
it's been a lot cooler in Charlotte this past week, and I don't think it's going to be quite as hot. Now, if this would have been the same weather that we'd had a few weeks ago, hell no, let them wear black and go on about it. But yeah, no, not for the fact that it makes us play any better. No, just for the simple fact that I think it looked better.
Mhm.
Yeah, but either way, I want to win. But hey,
I don't give a damn if them boys out there in top purple. I don't give a damn if
right,
they
right.
in orange. As long as they
What
get
the
out there
hell
and
is
win that
Skinner
goddamn
talking?
game.
Yo,
What the hell
Kenneth
is
said I'm
Skinner
going to be
talking?
wearing the couch and draped in a plate of tacos. I will look great for the game.
He at the house. I love
Oh
it.
my
I,
god,
I ain't mad at him, man. I ain't mad
I
at
ain't
him. Oh
mad
my
at you.
goodness.
Hey, at home is that's the best seat in the house is at home.
Yeah. It really is. It really is. I ain't gonna lie. I like to go to the games every now and then, but yeah, and especially now since we've been doing the podcast, now I'm on the couch and I'm locked in. I'm sitting there
Yeah,
rewinding. Look trying to make my notes and like, okay, this play happened. This happened on this one. You go to the game. It's different. It is an experience. It
Hmm.
definitely is an experience. But yeah, I'm with Ken. I'll definitely be on the couch.
Look, man, whenever I go to the games, like you said, you're so busy looking around, you're so busy taking in all of Charlotte, the city in the
yeah,
background. You
yeah.
taking in like people just cheering and going crazy. So you're
Oh
not
yeah.
really paying too much attention to it. You see the game, but it's not like
Hmm.
it's not being stamped into your memory like you sitting in front of the TV watching it though. It's no
Yeah.
different.
Right.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference in what you see on the field and what you see when you sitting in front of the TV, bro. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna watch the game after I get back that night probably.
I was gonna say
Um
that. Yeah.
that way I could be sharp because I'm gonna probably run a morning show that next day because hopefully they don't make me angry. That's the hope, y'all.
Hey.
I listen. If they do, I will be tuned in. I'll be sitting in your chat quietly.
If they make me angry, I'm coming on bright and early the next day. I'm on vacation all next week, so I ain't got nothing better else to do
Uh,
but get some steam off.
Hey, look, when you turn in the Black Cat Panther podcast and you see Q where it look like he got that camera off to the left and he got them blue shades on and he's sitting there looking like this. Yeah, they done fucked up.
Hey, check this
You-
out. Check this out. Goat put me to sleep one day and I couldn't take it no more.
wow.
He went on like a 30-minute rant, and I said, "Oh yeah, well, it was a long day. It was a long day, man. Come on now." So I had to catch some Z's. I figured nobody would have saw me, but Jay Issue called me. He was like, "Q, you sleeping?" I was like, I'll be damn. Can't play that off." Yeah,
Boy, hey,
Damn.
it's
hey,
okay.
look,
I made up for it. I
I wish
made
I
up
could have
for
seen that one.
it
Oh
it
my
be like that sometimes, y'all. But
oh
but
my god.
Tony Q, y'all got anything else you want to say? Any points you want to make? Anything you looking forward to this weekend? I'm sorry, Monday.
it.
No, I already gave you my game previews. You know what I'm looking for. What you got, Q? You got anything for us? What are you looking for Monday night?
Monday night, I think this game, based off of what I saw from the Saints game when I went back and looked at it, they can't capitalize off of points. They couldn't capitalize off of short fields. they got 3 interceptions through the air and couldn't capitalize off of them because they are not as dynamic as people like to think that they are on offense. So the number one thing is create a pass rush that they can't forget. Make sure you have Brian Burns come out here and lose his mind one more again. That way he can remind all of us that it's payday.
Sure.
So if we create a insane pass rush and we come out here and run the ball, because Chuba was looking good. I give Chuba a lot of shit on my show, but Chuba was looking good. And get back to the run. Don't try to see, he fuck it up where he got away from it. Frank fuck his own self at that game. I'm sorry to tell you. If you take away the 17 points that we gave them off of turnovers, we win this game still 10-7. The Falcons was not better than us. People, if you're listening, the Falcons was not better than us.
Facts.
But you know what, Q, on the flip side, and I know that this may sound crazy, but if there was any point of the season that you wanted this to happen, these miscues, this inconsistency from the wide receivers, whatever excuses, the reasons happen, I would rather it happen week 1.
Yeah,
I would rather have it week 1, not week 14 or week 15 when we trying to fight for a playoff spot or wild card or trying to win a division. Go and get that shit out of our system now. Get the corrections made and come back and fire on all cylinders.
I agree.
So
this is the gimme for us.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
This is the last gimme game we got, fellas. I hope y'all know that.
Oh, we talked about that before you came on, because it's the Seahawks, the Lions, the Vikings, and the Dolphins.
Lord have mercy.
Those are the next 4 before the bye. That's a gauntlet right there.
The Seahawks ain't looking too good right now. They have lost both their starting tackles. Charles Cross, and the other boy, because they both were rookies last year.
Yeah.
Charles Cross, I forgot what happened to Charles Cross. One of them got turf toe. He's gonna be down for a while, and Charles Cross is also injured. Both they starting tackles is out.
Well, okay.
So they got issues.
We'll see.
Yeah,
they got issues.
Yeah, see.
We got to compete, though.
Yeah, exactly. But even still, though, that's still going to be a tough run of opponents up to our bye week. So, like you said, we got to get this one. We definitely got to get this one.
Yes, sir.
I was hoping we could start 2-0. That was my wish. I was praying for that. 1-1, I would not be mad whatsoever.
Yeah.
0-2 would be pissed.
Not be mad.
0-2, somebody ass gonna get it. I'm gonna just let y'all know that now. You can go ahead and put that shit on your calendar. I don't give a damn. Frank Wright, Scott Fitterer, David Tepper. I'm on all y'all ass if we go on 2.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm not going to sit here and be like, nah, Q, give him some slack. Nah, I'm going to be tuned in with my popcorn and be like, yep, what he said he was going to do.
Yeah. I'm going to slap the skin off they bald-headed ass. You damn right.
He said these days turf toe is a season-ending injury.
Cats used to play through turf toe back in the 90s, bro. I'm like, okay. Well,
you know what? Vietnam, that let me tell you, that was my thought process. I didn't think I don't mind. I didn't mind them being vanilla, okay. But like I always say this to Tony, the vanilla that they put out on the field was melted all over the sidewalk. All right, that was just it. To me, it looked like they had 10 plays total, and they only wanted to show 3 of them.
But that limits your quarterback, CJ. The reps that he needed to know to not see. Had he had the reps he's supposed to have in the preseason, he'd have known better than throw that fucking ball across the field with Jesse Honolulu Bates sitting right there. He'd have known better.
Yeah, we agree. That's what I'm getting at. We agree.
Yeah.
We completely
agree. before we go, I want to show you that play. I want to show you that play, and I want to show you how I dissected it, and let you know, in my opinion, it wasn't on Bryce Young.
Okay.
That first interception that he threw, that he was throwing the ball to Hayden Hurst, that wasn't on Bryce.
Right. Hey, now what up?
What's up, Fair now? Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
You got it, Tony?
Hold on, let me
Hey, just go ahead and do what you did earlier and put it up on your screen, and I'll make you the I'll put you up on the thing solo.
Yes, sir. I got to see this because the one
hold
thing
on.
I say is Bryce is so small sometimes,
Mhm.
and I usually never. Me and Goat usually argue about this all the time, but his height
Mhm.
really played a role in not being able to see the field and not being able to see. Bates was just sitting right there. The ball landed right in his lap.
What
Bada
did?
boom.
Yeah.
Mhm. What did?
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you're ready, CJ.
All
So
right,
I'm
go ahead.
gonna show y'all a few plays that I highlighted. Some bad tackling, reasons why say that J.C. Horn. I mean, not J.C. Horn. Jeremy Chin should be playing nickel. I'll let you know. But here we go. We're gonna start with this first one. This first one right here is Jeremy Chin. All right. So as you see, Jeremy Chin matched up. Here's Kyle Pitts right here. That's Kyle Pitts, Jeremy Chin right here. So we're gonna roll and let you see it from here. All right, let me go back and pause it right there. This is something I didn't understand with this particular play. Let me catch up to it again right here. Later on, you see with this play when J.C. Horn was covering Kyle Pitts, he was up on the line of scrimmage. He was right here. J.C. Horn was right here. He wasn't back here where Chin is at right now. He was right here. If you gonna play Kyle Pitts like this, you got to put hands on him. You can't give him free release from the line of scrimmage, especially when you are not a cornerback. Your footwork ain't up to par like a cornerback is. I don't know who made Jeremy Chin or thought that Jeremy Chin was a nickel corner, but this is what happens. Bloop, bloop,
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
bloop,
Oh
bloop, bloop,
my
bloop, bloop.
God.
Now,
Oh, can you rewind that, please? Oh my God. This shit was punishment just now. Please. Lord
here
have
you go.
mercy.
Here you go. And
Oh
if you
god.
if you think about it, if it wasn't for the pressure that got to Desmond Ritter, if he could have seen Cal Pitts down there, he was wide open. And then you even see Cal Pitts look at Jeremy Chin was talking mad trash to him. But here you
Oh
go.
my God.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Didn't even touch him,
Oh
man.
my God. A
Didn't
better quarterback makes that completion, and while he on the ground, them boys going to the
yeah.
rafters. They
Look,
scoring.
Yeah,
look,
that
look,
yeah,
look,
that,
look.
that was a
Hey,
touchdown.
look how Cal Pitts looking at
Wow.
him though. Look at Cal.
That
All right.
he
All right.
can't
So let me
believe
let me
it.
go.
I can't believe it.
Let me go to the next one. Now, here's Brady Christensen.
Oh
Now,
hell.
this is why I say, and I've been saying this since last year. Brady Christensen don't weigh enough. When he came out of BYU, Brady Christensen was a 3-year starter at left tackle. Matt Rule idea was to move him inside because he felt like his arms wasn't long enough to play tackle. Now, granted, he played at BYU. BYU was in the Mountain West Conference, what have you, at the time. But he was a 3-year starter. He made it work some way, somehow. in our offense last year, he didn't fit the smash mouth type of scheme that we were running because he just can't move the pile. 9 times out of 10, if you see a defensive line rushing to get to the quarterback, he is getting knocked off the spot. So I'm just show you right here. Now you see where Brady Christian is right now. Now tell me why he ends up back here like he's the fullback behind Bradley Bozeman. Now you
Uh-oh.
tell me what you see. I'm gonna let y'all witness this for yourself. He heads up. Uh um here's Grady Jarrett right here. That's Grady Jarrett that he's up
That's a
against.
tall task, though. Grady Jarrett ain't no
Uh-huh.
joke.
I know, but check it out. This is him right here.
Lord have mercy. How can you expect to have holes open for your team when your guard is being pushed back 3 yards to the right? Now
Now
how you gonna open?
I'm gonna show you something there. Now,
Lord have mercy.
um LaVisca could have hit this hole right here. He could have kept and hit this hole right here, wide open. It's
Wide
wide
open.
open. But let
He
me
could have
let me
stripped that dude
rewind
out
it.
there.
Let me
Yeah.
rewind it and show you what happened to Taylor Moton on this play.
Yeah, because if you don't pay no attention, you definitely don't see what happened to Taylor.
Watch Taylor Moton right here. Just watch Taylor Moton. This is why I say when you are offensive lineman and you try to get out above, but get out in front of your skis, not sitting back, not dropping your ass to the floor and bending over too far. This is what happens.
Oh my God! Oh, this nigga got
Boy,
tossed like a damn rag doll.
he got sideswiped. Whoop.
He too big to let that little man. Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
There it is. There it is right there. There it
All
is.
right. So
Is it?
I mentioned earlier, Q, before you probably was in the room, but I don't think you was on the chat with us yet.
Mm.
But there was about 4 or 5 tackles, man, that Frankie Louvu had dead to right, had the man in the backfield, but just didn't wrap up. He could have had 2 sacks. Frankie Louvu could have had 2 sacks last week. He had Desmond Ritter twice in the backfield and let Desmond Ritter get by. But this is him and Tyler Algier right here meeting in the hole. This is why it's important to have a linebacker, especially a middle linebacker, with some weight that knows how to wrap up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Check this out.
Oh my God!
Terrible.
Now, granted, Burns made the tackle.
Frankie could have made that
No,
tackle right there.
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So this is the in route. This is Hayden Hurst running a brilliant in route. When you watch the combine and you see them guys running the gauntlet, they're running from one side of the field to the other on the line. They're catching balls from left and right. They're trying to the evaluators are trying to see what type of body control you got. You know what I'm saying? Can you stay tight to the line? Can you attack the ball, or are you gonna, flare off and try to absorb the catch? But this is a good route right here. Now watch how he stick this in route and how he stays to the line and Bryce put the ball on him. Now you see
Mm.
Jason Bates right there.
Right there,
He
waiting
he
for it.
was there to make a play, but he ain't want no smoke. He
That
ain't
was a
want
bad read
255
though.
pounds. What a bad read by who?
That was a bad read by your quarterback because you trying to throw in the double coverage right there. Like I said, he didn't see Jesse Bates sitting right there, but look at how many guys was around that football in black right there. That was a bad throw, and you had a guy out in the flat closer to the 30 that you could potentially get that ball to.
Let's see. Okay, who you talking about? Because
Hold on,
Jesse
hold on.
Bates, if I'm not mistaken.
Go ahead, and cue it up. I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay.
All right, stop. Now look right there
Okay.
on the outside. You had a man going in the opposite direction, closer to the 40 right there. I think that's
Right here.
no. Well, yeah, you had him too. So that's one outlet. If he'd have turned his head, he would have had. But look towards the 40, towards the top. His job is to do a
Right here.
dig route and go back outside. Is what he's supposed to do.
Who?
Being that it's not that. You see my man right there? So he started going on the inside, but after it's not there, he's supposed to go back out because he's wide open. He'll be wide open.
Look where Bryce is looking. Look at his eyes. His
eyes is only following Hayden Hurst. Yeah.
Okay, but Hayden Hurst is open. Right here, he's open. And he got all this green.
But he can't do that because you see my man that's heading down towards the guy into the flat. He is almost athletic enough to potentially put his hands up and cause some kind of. He could almost try to almost reach that ball if it would have been to that guy by now. You know what I'm saying? Because by now that ball would have been to Hayden Hurst.
This guy ain't got a chance in hell.
So I'm talking about the timing. But what I'm saying is this guy is already out of the picture. But what I'm saying is before it developed, he would have jumped that route. It had the ball been to Hurst by now. You know what I'm saying? So had Bryce throw that ball to Hurst when he got to the 40, when Hurst was looking at him, that dude would have jumped that route.
I don't see that what you talk. I don't see that what you're talking about. But
Okay.
right here, the ball is coming out of his hand. Hurst is still open. This right here, Thielen is double covered right here. Jesse Bates at the last minute realized he's gonna break off here and try to make a play to come back over here. He wasn't affecting Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst is still open right here.
Look up top at the 50.
Yeah,
look up top at the 50.
I get that, but that's not where he was looking. I'm just going off where he was looking at that time. Because you talking about him waiting to get back over here. Look at the defensive pressure that's right here.
Right, but what I'm saying is Bryce had multiple options, and instead of staring down one man, he had the guy in the flat where he could have dumped out and get a quick 5-yard completion to. He had the man over the top up there where he could have made a play. That's the hero play that I don't recommend. He had the other guy that ran right into the middle, right to where Bates was. He could have went back outside if he keep running his route. He just stood there. He sat up under the coverage right there at the 40-yard line, my man. I think that's what, Terrence Marshall?
Either him or
where, right here?
At the 40-yard line right there. No. Go down to the 40, the other 40.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, that guy right there, once he realized that, okay, coming across the middle, it's his job to go back outside. He didn't even try to do that.
No, Q. He was already in throwing position. He was already in throwing position to make the pass. He could. You not. Once you caught back and you are ready to go with your first read, he's looking at Hayden Hurst. It's not up to him to determine, because this corner over here sees that you're going here, for him to try to fall back and him to put it down and say, oh, I see you're going to fall off of him, so now let me get back over here. The play was already being developed. He was already in motion. The play was already decided. He couldn't put it down.
Because he kept his eyes on one person. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Vietnam with the $20 super chat. Thank you. We appreciate you very, very, very much. He
Yeah,
said this is all
appreciate
because
that,
Frank
Vietnam.
not letting his play during the not letting his play during the preseason. Injuries be damned. Let your starters play every game and watch how we ball out. Thank you, Vietnam. We appreciate you, good buddy.
Yes, sir. The
That
number
shit
one
was
thing
amazing.
that Bryce did as a rookie, and the mistake that he made is he kept his eyes on one guy the entire time, and you can't do that because you had multiple players developing all over the field, and he didn't even see it. Or he could have led one of those guys to get open a little bit more because who tell him, hey, I have to stay and put right in that pressure pocket part. I could get out and try to see the field a little bit better and make a play, but he didn't do that.
Mhm.
Hey, Q, look at
All
that
that.
comment right there.
What's up?
Look at that comment right there.
Let's see. Let's see what we got. Chance Monster Jr. is on the verge of bust. Plain, but I so sorry. Oh
Uh,
God!
I
No
knew that make
arguments
you
with me on that. Yes, sir. I smiler from ear to ear. Yes, sir.
laugh.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
He's the verge of a bust.
Fair.
I so
But so
sorry.
this is Hayden Hurst right here, not running a correct route. Same play, but opposite side of the field. Now, if you look right here, here's Jesse Bates. He on the left hash, right about the 21-yard line. He gonna backpedal up a little bit, and he gonna circle. And he gonna hesitate right up in here, right at 25. Hayden Hurst is gonna come out right about here, right about here. He's gonna get behind this linebacker. Let me redraw that. He's gonna get behind this linebacker right here, right about the 15, right about 16 and a half yard line. Instead of him going this way, he's gonna go this way
He led himself into the other defender. Wow.
and
Hmm?
let this defender come down and be where he was supposed to be. Cause Bryce threw it right down this hash right here. And Hayden Hurst had the linebacker beat. It may have been a bang bang play. It could have been an incompletion. What have you. It would have been an interception if Hayden Hurst would have been on that line. So let me run it back and let you see it.
I'll be damned.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Clear as day.
Oh, let
Clear
me
as
do
day.
that.
Clear as day, Bubba. I just once it didn't work the first time, what kicked up in them and said, okay, let's run this play again and we're gonna get it right this time? What made them say I want to try that?
Yeah, I have no idea. Is this
Yeah.
it? Oh
No,
no,
it was
that's
that last. Yeah,
yeah.
that one.
There
Yeah,
it is.
it's this yeah, yeah. But you see
And
what I'm
everybody
saying?
else is
He,
covered.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right here where he made that cut. So this is zone. If they're in zone, when you make that break, you throttle down. You sit down in the zone. If it was man to man, you would have kept a speed out, no, a speed in. Either way, he had this line right here to stay on.
Hmm.
Right about the 16, 17. He had no business over here.
So that's more or less you saying on Hayden Hurst.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
can I
I
ask you a
believe that.
question?
Go ahead.
My receiver that basically ran the post route right here, the comeback route. I'm sorry, right here at the 10. Would you not would have had
Mario.
rather hit him? Yeah, would you not rather hit him that way? Because to look at it from this angle, he has the best position and he's in the eyesight of Bryce better for him to make that play right there and then potentially get what? Maybe to the 15 before he get hit by that linebacker. That would have been a
That
better look.
well, yeah. I guess if you're looking at it hindsight, you know, now. But all I can
Mm-hmm.
do is look at where he
What?
was looking at the time
Mm-hmm.
being. He's already cocking back because he's figuring Hayden Hurts is gonna clear this linebacker, and I'm gonna hit him right down this seam. Cause watch where he throws the ball. the ball is going to end up right in this area right here. This is where Jesse Bates is going to come down and make this interception. If Hayden Hurst would stay here, he would have beat Jesse Bates to the ball, but he went back here. But just watch where it ends up.
Man, he better been glad that wasn't a better middle linebacker right there, because he would have picked that off instead of Jesse Bates.
Yeah,
It was thrown behind him anyway,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
a little bit. Jesse saw it
And with
coming and jumped right in front of it. But
with
that's
the
a
2
safety
super chat,
making a
man.
play, bro.
yeah. That's a safety making a play. I'm not taking anything away from Jesse Bates, but a quarterback is going to say what he's supposed to say. Everything his fault, his fault, his fault. I get that, and I understand that's taking to being that's being the leader of your team. But in all actuality, it wasn't all his fault. Like a lot of people made it out to be, because there's always a whole lot of moving parts to every
Mm-hmm.
play. What we normally see on the surface, that's not how it always is. So when I went back, I'm glad we got the all 22. So when I went
Mm-hmm.
back and I watched the film, and I'm like, okay, I get it. They say that Bryce stared down his receiver, or he didn't look Jesse Bates off. Uh, he didn't look him off good, but I also feel like our receivers didn't threaten the safeties. The receivers didn't do their part to even make the safety even move. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just so many different parts to it. And then Hayden Hurst didn't run the correct route.
Right, right.
Now they're not going to come out and say that, but if you look at the tape, that's my opinion.
But
I don't
Tony,
know what nobody else will see. What's up?
I'm mad now. One, because we were sold, and when I say we, the general public or the Panther fans were sold on Bryce being the most what's the word? The brightest prospect we've seen in a while. He's not going to put the ball in ball. He's not going to put the ball in danger. He's going to come out. His assessment skills are top notch. They even said that he was smarter than 2 year starters. You remember all that stuff they were saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I expected. Now be mindful. When I reminded everybody he was a rookie, they tell me no. This is a rookie like you never ever seen before. He's so advanced. Frank Wright around there slapping his gums together, talking about he's so advanced. Remember, who was it? Rex Ryan had to tell him to shut up about Bryce Young and his assessment and his seeing the field and him learning the playbook so well and his level and knowledge. So you sell the general public on how smart this motherfucker is, but then he go out and he make a pass 2 times in a row in harm's way. And they said that he wasn't gonna make that pass 1 time, and he go out, he make it twice. So that's what I'm saying. The overall assessment of Bryce Young, that's why I think we were looking like, okay, Bryce, what the hell are you doing? That's why people were looking like, okay, because we've been sold on his ability to see the entire field. I didn't
But
believe
if
it.
you it but here's the thing with that though. Like analysts, broadcasters, they can say what they want to say. They can hype up whoever they want to hype up, because that's what they do. That's what
Mm-hmm.
they do to get an audience, whatnot, get their numbers up, whatnot. But if you just go back and watch the tape, there's not a quarterback in the NFL that doesn't throw or hasn't thrown the ball in harm's way.
Right.
The windows are going to be tighter in the NFL than they are in college. No matter what team you play, I don't care how sorry their defense is. The windows are much tighter in the NFL than they are in college. Now, I'm not saying that he's totally not at fault. He made his mistakes too. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but I'm just saying that on those interceptions, especially that one to Hayden Hurst, I don't have no argument for the one that he made trying to throw to TMJ. I think that was a bad throw on Bryce
Mm-hmm.
all day, no question.
Mm-hmm.
Just the one with Hayden Hurst, I think there was more to it than he made a bad throw. You know what I'm saying? There was other moving parts that affected that caused that interception to happen, and it wasn't 100% on Bryce. That's all.
Yes,
Go.
sir.
Go.
How you doing?
What's the deal? What's the deal? How y'all fellas,
My
man?
dog.
What's the did?
Not much,
How y'all
man.
how y'all
Over here
how
trying
y'all
to
feeling, man? How y'all feeling?
feeling good, man.
How
Feeling
y'all?
good.
Hey,
I'm
Man,
over here trying to
long.
make your co-host throw stuff at the wall.
man, why y'all still breaking
Hey,
down the Atlanta game, man? Why y'all still breaking down the Atlanta game?
Oh, we got the look expectations for the Saints game, bro. We just was looking at what he did wrong and how could we,
yeah,
we look
that's
forward
all.
to something better.
Hey,
I'm over that.
honestly,
I'm over that. I'm at a point
Oh
where
hell, here we
I
go.
want to go. I want to watch the Saints and see how the Saints kept Derrick Henry to these meaningless ass yards that he had last week and end up winning that
okay,
game by 1 point. Now we got to feel if they nullify they run because that's the only thing that was working for us last week was the run. Y'all keep talking about and then see right there, uh, uh, Tony, what you sitting there telling? It won't Bryce. It won't Bryce. Stop checking up
hey,
for this
yo, hey,
motherfucker, man.
listen,
He threw two
I,
picks,
I,
man.
I, I, I don't appreciate you handling me like that. I don't appreciate that. I'll let you know
I
that
had to
now.
come
You ain't
on
gotta
here
See,
have,
because I
Tony,
kept
you ain't
telling
I'm the
you.
gotta
good one
handle me like
today.
Look,
that.
I'm the good one today.
look,
He the
man,
Jack.
I've been sitting here. I've been sitting here watching at least 15 minutes. Sitting here watching. I said I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. And they said Hayden Hurst come right there, and Hayden Hurst. I knew they were gonna blame it on the receivers. I knew y'all were gonna blame it on the receivers. Now receivers was hurt
No,
and they slow. But then everybody gonna say, oh, DJ Chalk getting ready to go. Oh, when Lord God DJ Chalk come out back, boy, we getting ready to be explosive. We getting ready to be some killers around here. DJ Chalk, the same man Detroit let go, and Detroit look good. Detroit ain't miss a beat without DJ Chalk. Hell, they didn't miss a beat last year with him because he wasn't there. He wasn't healthy half the damn year. So yeah, and then y'all waiting on him to come back. To what? To go on IR again? Fuck around and go on IR again. Cause when he come back, guess what he get ready to do? Get hurt again. Get hurt.
Well,
That's what he do.
let's hope
He
not.
gets hurt. That's
yeah,
what he
yeah.
do.
Let's hope
That's
not.
what
Go.
he does.
Let let
I
let
you know
let's
what?
be a little optimistic.
Tony, Tony. Nah,
Don't do
Tony.
optimism.
He don't do
Nah,
Don't do
optimism at
nah.
optimism.
Not
all.
no more. No,
Sorry,
no.
Tony. You
Not no
don't know
more.
him
I
Not
then.
no
know.
more. I hey, you just
It's
I
listen.
know.
bad.
I'm
I'm the
getting.
Hey,
I'm
optimistic
getting them
one.
riled up.
Boy.
I'm getting them riled
no
up.
more. This black cloud, this man, I'm tired of this black. Y'all ain't tired. Ain't y'all tired? Are y'all tired?
It's one
Mhm.
game, go. There's no need for to be tired yet.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
just
I'm
one game
tired,
go.
Q. I'm tired.
This
I'm
game,
tired,
this
Tony.
game one,
CJ,
not
One,
I'm
game
tired.
11.
I'm
damn,
tired,
I,
go.
CJ.
I got you,
I'm
goat.
tired.
I got you, goat.
I
I'm
I got
We
the
tired.
goat.
hey, but we gonna be all right. And when we're talking about the play with Hayden Hurst, I think Tony was saying. Now, mind you, yes, it was enough blame to go around on that play, but we were saying it wasn't all on Bryce Young. Okay, that's all we were saying about that play. It was enough blame to
Oh,
go around. Now that second
if it
one,
is,
yeah, that was
oh, but what if it had been a 40? What if it had been a 40-yard touchdown?
then
What
we
if it had
wouldn't be
been a
Took
talking
him.
40
about it.
yard touchdown?
Then
Bryce
it would have
Young
been
throw a
Bryce
40
saved
yard.
the day.
Bryce. But he throws an interception, and it was Hayden Hurst's fault. Or was Terry
No.
Marshall's fault.
We weren't blaming it all on Hayden Hurst. We were just pointing out the disparities in when he ran that same route early in the game, and then he ran that route again. He ran that route, he cut that joker off sharp, went up the field, Bryce hit him. Okay. On that second route, he made his cut, and instead of keeping it sharp and going up towards the hash mark, he drifted slightly like he was running almost a slight post. And then Jesse Bates just he caught the angle, caught the ball. That's all we're saying. We
No,
wasn't
Jesse
saying that
said
it was all Hayden
no.
Hurst's fault.
No, Jesse said he wasn't worried about nobody beating him deep, and he was playing shallow. And
Mm-hmm.
then Bryce said the same thing. He misjudged how far was it. He thought that man was deeper. He didn't see him. Plain and
Yeah.
Yeah,
simple,
he
True.
did
y'all.
say that. He did say
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said I thought it was deeper.
I don't
He
know why
misjudged it.
y'all
It's
y'all
on him.
walking into this one. Go but to start it
No,
off. Here you
no,
go.
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Hey,
Cause
we
see,
here for
guess
all
what?
good.
Lord
Man,
have mercy.
I done seen a lot of people that were preaching and praising. You know what I'm saying? And now they coming on. Come on over to me. Come. I'm like what
Nah.
the Panthers say the other day. What he say, Q? Now keep coming back to me.
You couldn't accept your fate. You
Oh, you talking about Thanos?
And you keep coming
Okay.
on, and you keep coming back. Everything keep leading back to what I said.
Oh my
You
God!
understand?
You not bring Thanos
Just
into
let him
this.
play on out,
They'll
bro.
pull
Oh
Avengers
my
out.
God.
Yeah, let him
Hey,
play on
go.
out, bro.
You couldn't
Yeah.
accept your fate.
So just
Hey.
because you said that, look at the comment right here. Fair now said AR lost his game too, GOAT.
See, fair now.
Here we go.
Here go fair now, man. Here go fair now,
I'm
man.
gonna mute my microphone and sit back.
Here
and
we go.
Hell
Yeah.
Oh, the next thing he'll put a comment in there. I'm negative. Yeah, I'm negative. Fair now. Hell yeah, I'm negative. I'm negative as hell. I'm tired, fair now.
Oh boy,
I'm tired.
we got you, GOAT. We got you. I think
Yeah.
I think we all can agree that we're tired of the same old, and we want to see something different. We want to see results. And that game was definitely not what we wanted to see.
No, it ain't
So,
what we bought,
yeah.
CJ. It ain't what we
Mhm.
bought.
At all.
No.
We spent a lot of money to get this cat, man. We gave a lot of real estate away.
And I've been
Yeah.
asking the question, where in the hell is this playbook? Where is this playbook? Is it still locked? Where in the hell is this playbook, bro?
But the play calling wasn't bad Sunday. The execution was bad, Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree with you. I agree with you on that one, Q.
I said, y'all, it's
play
bad
calling.
that I'm the optimistic one on the show now. God damn.
Look, GOAT can't do nothing but shake his head.
I'm saying, hey, boy, yeah. I'm saying, y'all said, hey, I'm gonna see by the break, by the bye, if
Mhm.
everybody still got. Oh, don't worry about it. If everybody still shoots and ladders and rainbows, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see if everybody still riding this reading rainbow. This rainbow. I'm gonna see if y'all still looking for the pot of
Oh
gold
my
at the end of the
God.
rainbow.
Not take a
All
look,
the
it's in the
rainbow.
book.
See,
Hey,
see,
but
see,
go.
see what's going on? You see?
But go like you said, we done moved past Atlanta. Let's not even talk about Atlanta.
Yeah.
Tell us what you looking forward to seeing Monday night against the Saints.
I hope they run, Tony. Cause that's what look like is working. The run. Chuba. I talk shit about him, but look,
Me
when
too.
you do what you do and you look good, you will never hear nothing from me. Now last year
look.
he couldn't catch a cold. He couldn't catch shit.
It's 3-1 on how Chuba looked Sunday. Now
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you which three of us thought Chuba looked good and the one person
I say, look,
thought Chuba
you
looked
pointing the
bad.
wrong way. You pointing the wrong damn way. Put
Oh,
your other hand up and point. There you go. Yes, it was me.
Lord have mercy. But you got to look at it. Miles Sanders is coming off of a groin injury, and he didn't look no way next what we expected him to look.
No.
But Chuba came out, and he was finding the holes. He was getting through them, and I'm talking about 6-7 yards of carry, bro. It was looking good. Yes.
But then you see Miles on that card talk, and he said that was on me. He took blame for it. Said it won't happen again.
I mean, what the fuck he's supposed to say? He coughed up a fumble. What the fuck else he's supposed to say? He cost us the whole momentum. The momentum shift came after he fumbled the damn ball. Because we had 2 interceptions, but the score was still 10-10.
The cat could have said my groin still hurt. I'm this, I'm that, or whatever. But he manned up, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, his ass. I don't want to hear shit from him unless he's scoring again. I don't want to hear nothing from him. Shut the fuck up, Miles. And I mean that from the heart.
Oh my goodness.
But I want a heavy dose of ground game, man. I want a heavy dose of ground game. Because these receivers are hurt. These receivers are our pup team guys. And we're gonna have a pup team. We ain't gonna have a pup list.
I'm not gonna let you do that, Go. I'm not gonna let you do that. Leave the boys alone.
We're gonna have a pup team. Fuck the practice team, practice squad. We're gonna have a pup squad.
Damn, GOAT.
I
Oh
got
yeah,
nothing.
he got, man.
I gotta put up with this shit every
I
day.
say it's here. They need to advise an injury contract. You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm saying?
sub this nigga
Since we
out.
just contract motherfuckers with injuries and shit. If you hurt and you
No
an
more GOAT
NFL
talk.
player, you come over here to the Carolina Panthers.
Come on over to
We
Black Cat and let's make it Tony or CJ talk. Not
yeah,
GOAT talk no damn more.
we got some of the best insurance
I'm gonna sub this
in,
nigga out.
in the NFL. I
I'm about to
guess you
fall
know what I'm
asleep
saying.
on his ass in a minute.
Yeah, Blue Cross Blue Shield ain't got nothing on us.
Hold
Right,
on,
this
GOAT.
Yes,
joint.
What you say, GOAT? You said Blue Cross Blue Shield ain't got nothing on
Ain't
us.
got shit on us. We
sir.
got, hey, tell them we got some of the best surgeons around here, cause they stay busy.
Wow.
Yeah, they stay busy. They'll fix hamstrings, toes, ruptured ankles, Achilles, everything.
Oh my God.
Go off,
Yo.
Go off then.
Hey, Kenneth Black, man. Thanks again for another super chat, man. Another $2. He said ground and pound smash mouth. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Gotta
And
have it.
definitely,
hold on to the ball.
but definitely, Kenneth, I'm going to be bringing more film study to you guys each week. I initially was supposed to have done it Wednesday, but took me a little while to get it together. But next week, not only would I give game study on breakdown, not only would I break down our opponents who we just played, but I'm also going to put together maybe about 3 or 4 pieces of film of our upcoming opponents, and I'll give you my opinion on that, what I think we should do offensively and defensively.
Tell what
against
you're gonna call
the
it,
next
Tony.
week's opponent. Oh yeah, so that I'm going to call it watch the tape. That's the famous word that all the coaches say. I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta watch the tape.
I gotta go watch
So
the tape.
And watch
I'm gonna
the tape.
watch the tape. I'm gonna watch the tape for him.
hell.
I'm gonna
Go
give
watch
you.
the tape.
I'm just gonna
Go
give you the
watch the
real.
tape.
Yeah.
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 Go watch the tape.
Yeah.
Look, hopefully,
Why y'all start that up?
Hey, Tony, I might want to do 2 or 3 segments with you.
that would be epic.
Call me
Lord
Matt
have
Rue.
mercy.
Call me Matt Rue. I'm gonna go watch the tape. Go watch the tape. I gotta watch the tape. You look at the tape, you see a little different something. And watch the tape. Now Frank Holler, he got to go watch the goddamn tape. You see what I'm saying? Tired of this shit,
I
man.
don't. What? How did we get here? What's happening, Go?
Hey, that man frustrated. Tell him how you feel, GOAT. I'm here for it, man.
I'm tired of lies, man. I'm tired
I'm here
of
for it,
bullshit,
man.
Tired
Hey,
of
tell
bullshit,
him how you
man.
feel, GOAT. Tell him how
Tired
you
of
feel,
bullshit,
man.
Hey, but Go,
I've
we could do that. We could do that, Go. We could do
Yeah.
that. I
I've been
have
this
you
way
on.
since preseason, man. I've been this way since preseason. I just don't. I don't understand the vanilla. I don't understand the vanilla terminology. I don't understand. Then this joker gonna get up there talking about I meant to do that. Who the hell is you, Steve Urkel? I meant to do that, huh?
Lord have
This
mercy.
motherfucker, man.
As y'all see, Gold has been on one for the last couple of days. Yes, sir.
Hey, look. But this is how we get it all out, though. All right.
Hey, I pray to God Carolina wins Monday. Oh
Lord
my God,
have mercy.
Q,
Man.
Q, I'm gonna pray for you.
Yeah. I won't be able.
Hey,
I won't be able to breathe around there.
I'm in
look.
the stadium. I'm in the stadium, sitting front and center. You know what I'm
Hold
saying?
on, look. But at the off chance that we
God.
do lose, Q, make sure you had that segment probably around maybe like 10 o'clock. I got a doctor's appointment early Tuesday morning. I want to make sure I am front and center. I'll get me some popcorn. And when y'all open up the chat, I'm jumping in there with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all more than welcome. Pull on up anytime.
Listen, I'm just gonna be a fly on the wall. I'm not jumping in there. Hell no.
Oh, I'm going. Let everybody know. I'm going live from Bank of America. I'm going live from Bank of America right there and there.
Here we go.
They ain't gonna have a chance to get to the locker room before I be on their ass.
There you go.
Lord have mercy.
Vietnam, thank you for another super chat, man. Father, we appreciate it. He said, yeah, do that. Watch the tape. Sounds good to me. Play it at night so I can watch it at work. Oh, we'll do. Thank you for the super chat, man. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Vietnam. Always holding us down from the field.
Always. Yes, sir. All right. Well, y'all, we're gonna we're gonna go ahead and cut this one off. Black Cat Panther Podcast. Big Q, Kendall the GOAT. Thank y'all for coming through. We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all,
all right?
boys.
And everybody else out there watching, if y'all haven't yet, go over to Black Cat Panther Podcast and subscribe to these guys. They are hilarious. They are. It's like binge-worthy TV over there. They're insightful.
Every
they
day.
Make you laugh. They make you want to throw shit at the TV. It's a great experience. All right.
Yes, sir. We make you go through all the emotions. You love us, hate us.
You will be emotionally charged.
They hate me now. They hate me now.
Hey, let them hate. Let them hate. Go. It's all good. Let them hate.
I know. They hate. They stoned Jesus, bro. They stoned Jesus.
Hey,
there you go.
If you got a therapist, you don't even need him no more. Just go to Black Cat. You're gonna get all the therapy you need.
That's right. I'm sitting there with the binder. I'm talking to everybody on the couch. It's all right. Come rock with your boy Dub Q. Therapist Q in the building.
There you go. But all right, y'all. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe. We're still on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Please help us get to our goal. Tell a friend about us. We appreciate all the love and support. And once again, Kendall, Q, thank y'all for coming on. This has been another episode of Two Fans in the Stands with Tony and CJ.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all. And like I always say, y'all be good, y'all be safe, and keep pounding everybody.